he's on the microphone, when he's not on the microphone, he's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
Said, hey, you're, well, it's basically what I called her and basically did what she does to me, which is try to let it sink in how much closer to dying she is, how old she is, how.
That's a good friend.
Yeah. She does the same. You should have seen her in August, dude. No limitations, man. But she's better at that. Believe it or not, she's actually better at getting to me with stuff like that. She celebrated her, birthday. Where was it? In San Antonio.
Yeah.
I can think of worse places.
Right.
Think of better places, but I can think of worse places than San Antonio. You had an interesting weekend. Had you on one of the TVs Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Had the
one of the TVs.
That's such a flex, right? Yes. Yeah, one of the two in my little gazebo. Yeah, I had some friends over, and we were. Did
you stay all the way to the end of the game?
Of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, almost blew it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it was so I had the stupid UFC that sucked on one, and then I actually, for those who have YouTube TV, right? Like they started this thing a while back called multi-view. So you can on one TV you can see multiple things, 2 or 4 or whatever, and you can actually now you can pick your own you can pick your own what you watch, on that. But it's you have to pick from their group of things you can pick from.
Sure.
So it'll be like random stuff like you can watch UC Davis and Montana State and PBS Sunday News. Like, what?
Good combo.
But in this case, so when I went to the Sac State game, you hit multi-view, and I scrolled down, and UC Davis wasn't an option. But when I went to the UC Davis game, and I scrolled down in multi-view, Sac State was an option.
There you
so
go.
It was perfect. So we had UC Davis and Sac State. We had the UFC, and I had
PBS.
Just full disclosure, I had the UFC on mute, and I had the volume up on your game, and then of course you can't hear UC Davis's feed.
Yeah.
And then I have actually switched it over to the UC Davis audio. And I was like, oh, you guys got this. The UC Davis is actually a better game. And then we ate dinner, and by the time dinner was over, we're kind of paying attention, kind of not, but by the time dinner was over, it's like, oh my God, are they going to blow this? They did not.
No.
They did not. They won. That was nice.
Yeah, had to drive the length of the field to win. There's some controversy in it, certainly.
Yeah, the coming down from the, wasn't it the catch that was it in or out of bounds?
Yeah, so, I mean, if you saw what we saw, we didn't have a very good viewpoint of it. Now, there are pictures since, like the Idaho sideline. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen that one. It's an incredible shot that he clearly looks like he's out of bounds.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I feel like if that was NFL style replays, but
so the irony of all that, the replay officials come into the booth before every game and talk to you, and they're talking about different things, and then we were saying stuff, and I said, it's not exclusive to Sacramento State, but it's a little bit more exclusive to the FCS level. You just don't have as many cameras and as many options. And I literally, day before the game, I said, like, for example, in that corner, there's a lot of plays that end up being really difficult to get good camera shots.
This happened a year or two ago.
Probably.
I feel like there was a play last year, maybe. I don't know which game. Sorry.
There was a couple years ago with Montana that was a little bit controversial. Yeah. So, but I don't know what else, how else they can do it. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the one, but this is a completely different angle.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, okay, just so you didn't do, I had not seen that angle. So when you say, what'd you say? It looks like he is like literally half a foot, if not a full foot length out of bounds.
With his foot that looks to be down.
Yes.
Now, this is from the Idaho sideline.
Yeah.
And so we have no angle that's nearly as good as that. They have ruled like his shoulder got down in bounds. We were even describing, going, ooh, did his foot, like, I couldn't tell. I mean, we're looking at our monitors and going, I don't know, did his foot go down? Now, again, it's ruled a catch.
Sure.
They review it. Leaves, 12 seconds to go, and the next play, they ran it in for a score.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Accept it and move on, I guess, because, look, there are calls. It stinks that there's controversy to any kind of game like that, but that's kind of sports in general.
Yeah.
They did have if you're from the Idaho perspective, I would be frustrated on my own behalf, not with that call as much as they put the Hornets, who are not a very good passing team or haven't been, in a 4th and 14 prior to that, and the Hornets converted it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a play you got to make.
You got to make that play.
And so they didn't, and then the Hornets kept the drive alive. And still, after that, there were still 12 seconds, so let's say they ruled that out of bounds. I don't know how it's going to go.
It wasn't like 2 seconds. Exactly.
Odds are good for Idaho, but you don't know.
Also, Rodney Hammond, 1,000 yards rushing. Only the 16th player in school history to do that.
Good knowledge.
That's my
You were
knowledge.
listening closely.
100%.
Yeah,
wow.
Whoa.
Hi, how you doing?
What was that?
Let me try that again. Hold on. Okay.
Who's screaming?
Can you do that? Yeah. Okay. Here, let's.
Yeah, this Cardinal touchdown! Hornets!
I tried to find it better. That was Chris Watkins recording.
Yeah, he was in the booth.
Yeah, let me try because I loved your call. Let me see here.
Yeah, this Cardinal touchdown! Hornets!
Where's your right hand?
It's in front of Darren.
Is that the thing? That's so great. I love that. I actually love that. It's so, again, I've told you, play-by-play people are superheroes to me, and I absolutely love that. When what Jason's referring to, and again, tell me if I'm wrong, but a lot of times, I don't think it's all the time, but I think certain play-by-play / color commentator combos will have certain thingies, and one of them, Grant used to do this with Jerry and Doug.
Absolutely,
it's not uncommon. Is when you make a call, especially a big call, especially at home when the crowd is part of the call, you'll do what's called laying out or letting it breathe, if you will, where especially on television, touchdown Fred, and then It like any art, it's subjective. I, as a listener or a viewer, I believe the crowd is part of the game and part of the call, that natural sound. So in my opinion, a good play-by-play voice will make the call, and then instead of touchdown Fred, whoa, my God, what a play, 3-yard dip, we'll let it breathe and let the fans tell the story and let the emotion of the building flow into the crowd. Now, a really good play-by-play voice, again, in my opinion, will have control of what they call in cooking the mise en place, the area of your tools, everything around you. You are conducting the broadcast from within, as people are in the truck and stuff, but you're conducting your area. So to help the color commentator, a lot of times, I think Greg Papa does this too. I think he does. I could be wrong. We'll put a hand out or a hand across the desk or wherever, or on the arm of the person they're working with, just to let it breathe. Also, so they don't step on each other. And then a well-disciplined, as you have, color commentator will wait, let it breathe. The play-by-play voice may then oftentimes follow up with the stat or the info, and then boom, it's time for the analyst to take over. When you see that happen, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that didn't go the video there as far as where we paused, but the only thing I could think of to do, so it's pretty loud there, at least it's felt like it was in our ears, and they're showing the good images, and then once they started the replay, I just kind of went. And then Darren came in at the same kind of excitement level, which was cool.
Right.
And now that's his wheelhouse. Like, you described the play, why it happened, why it worked. And at that point, you've already got the crowd shots, the sideline shots. And I was trying to get in and out as quickly as, so you got to say touchdown. That's the key for and then stop.
And let it, and then he took over perfectly, describes everything in there, and that's exactly how they should operate, which is why, again, for me, and some people love this, but, not all the time. I mean, there's certain exceptions, but a lot of times when, we hear it all the time, play-by-play voices, and then the color commentators coming and just stepping all over the thing and freaking out and screaming and stepping all over the play-by-play voices call. But you guys make a good team. We had an opportunity. You were on TV, and it was so funny. I was like a proud family member just pointing out we were playing spades.
Yeah.
I'm like, James!
Yeah.
And then, of course, I did the thing every good friend does. I took,
very attractive pictures with eyes shut, halfway closed.
Yeah,
still shots.
So, what I had to do is I had to run my camera a bunch of times until I finally got one with your eyes closed. And then, of course, that's the one you have to post on social media. And, by the way, you weren't the only one with a television appearance over the week. So you may see at the bottom, my daughter featured prominently, and how it looked when the Iowa part of the scoreboard. There she is. It's so funny.
Get out of the way, Hawkeye.
Right. It's like we work in media, the whole TV thing, whatever it happens, you get numb to it, whatever. But when it's your kid, she was on TV for 0.009 seconds. We're so proud.
That's pretty good, though. But you think about the size of the band.
Yes.
And then, she got in the shot. Great. It wasn't like they showed 40 band members. There's about 6 in the shot.
About 6. And I feel like in the truck, they always have a camera probably planted on them. And I feel like in the truck somewhere there was some producer, somebody who was like, hey, the girl with the trumpet, let's send her. She's got really good attitude, and this is great television.
That's the one.
Get the people around her, that's fine, but let's focus in on the one trumpet girl.
Yeah.
Also, big Friday for her. I guess there's this thing band members can volunteer for, and nobody does, but of course she did, where the prospective students down at USC, you can give them a tour of the campus. So Avery, gets all preppied up, dressed up. She was super nervous. She researched all the stops.
She's giving the tour?
She's been there 5 minutes.
I was going to say after, okay.
She researched, she had all these stops planned, and then memorized notes and history about buildings and stuff. I mean, she really got into it all week. She was so nervous for what amounted to a 30-minute tour. So anyways, she thought it was just going to be the kid and her mom, but it was the kid, her mom, her dad, and her brother, and I don't know, a hanger-on cousin, whatever, entourage security. So they go and they do the whole tour and everything, and they get paid $10 to do the tour. And then the guy at the very end says, "You did a great job." Flips her $100. $100 for a college kid, right? So I told her to mail it to me. But I told her, I said, look, because the band will also do little side gigs you can volunteer for. And it's only, I think it's like $20, and it's like you're not making any money off of it, but they have a little ATM card that each band member gets, and if they play side gigs, because people will hire out the band, the whole band, or some of the band, or whatever, for their parties or gigs or get-togethers or whatever around L.A., and she's done a couple of those, and I gave her the same speech about the tour that I did about her first gig. When she did her first gig, I said, you did a little gig with the band, and you got paid for it. You are, by definition, you are a professional trumpet player. And now she is a professional tour giver.
So as a professional, she should be paying her own way.
I would 100% agree. Also, she can't qualify for the Olympics anymore. Yeah.
She's gone pro.
Yeah, she's gone pro. So that's good.
And the Olympics are coming her way.
I know. Yeah, it was a dream. It was once a dream.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Maybe she'll have to go as someone from another country. Maybe they have different rules.
That's what, they do have different rules. When I was over there a couple weekends ago, one of our players, Radinho Balker, for Huddersfield Town, is, what is it? Born and raised in the Netherlands, but he's going to the World Cup because he's like 5% from Suriname, which is, I think, in South America.
Okay.
So it's kind of, I think it's cool. Like, he's not, I mean, no disrespect, but he's not good enough to play for Netherlands, which is like one of the best teams in the world. But like Suriname, he can play for them. So there's always these like little backdoors where these guys can. And I don't know what the percentage is. Checking in on the chat. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in.
Good morning.
On a Monday. Where's the one I like? Somebody came in and just.
Bless you. Bless you.
Excuse me. It was funny what they said. They just came in. I can't find it, but they're like, "Our team is horse crap." Oh, here it is. Team is dog s.
Okay.
We're going to do something, I think, fun today. Who knows? But also, some of the best show fodder happens from off the air. And I was talking to some fellow Kings friends of mine over the weekend. And it's like, this is not the most hateable team we've ever had. I don't really think they're, like, we can dislike the results, but I don't really dislike anyone on the team. They're not the best team we've had, and they're not the worst team we've had. But the question was, and I think I don't even know if there's an argument against it. Maybe there is. Is this the worst, most talented team we've ever had?
Feels like it.
I think it like is, and I can't find a close second. Like, we've had really bad teams in the past, but the thing with those bad teams is that they were bad. They just didn't have a lot of talent.
Yeah, I think some of the years of, Mitch Richmond, you had an all-star. You had Mitch Richmond.
Yeah. Well, even like Cousins, Rudy Gay, and
you had an all-star, 3 20-point scores
right,
with Isaiah.
With Isaiah. I think that's close second.
This one, I know they may not be all-stars now, but they've been all-stars and Hall of Famers. You have a couple.
Yes.
And it's the combo together, the pairing. It's not working.
And I think that the other problem is, so like I would say those Tyreek teams and those Cousins teams, and obviously it didn't end up this way, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, this is a conversation for later in the season. We don't have to do it all in November, but I also feel like I need to rank the most rough to watch, and I'm not talking about entertainment wise. Let me explain. When we were really bad in like 2009, but we had Tyreek Evans, who was the rookie of the year, who was 21, 20 years old, whatever. Like, oh my God, though. But we have a guy to build around. Like, this could be our future perennial all-star, maybe an MVP candidate, first guy since LeBron, 25-5. Right. Don't know if you guys knew that. Okay, that obviously didn't work out, but at the time, right?
That was the thought.
Then 2010 comes. Well, hold on a second. DeMarcus Cousins. Holy crap. What a steal. I think we got him, 5th? This guy's going to be and was a multi-time All-Star, one of the best bigs in the game, young as hell. We can build around. We finally have our big. Like, let's freaking go. And he is a he's a. Say what you want about DeMarcus Cousins, but in his prime, DeMarcus Cousins was about as good as it got, right, in the modern-day center game until Jokic came along. But even with Jokic, it was like, oh, my God, we can build around this guy. This is our guy. Mm-hmm. Now, I think part of the problem, too, is like, no offense to Keegan Murray, but I think Keegan would be the one, if you had to pick anyone on the team, most likely to fit that young can build around mold, right? Because I don't know what Nate Clifford is yet. I don't think Keon Ellis is that guy. And by the way, Keegan could, but he's also in his fourth year. I don't think Keegan in his fourth year is in the same stratosphere as DeMarcus Cousins,
correct,
or Tyreek Evans were in their third or fourth year. So it's like, crap, man. It's not just that it's a bad team. It's not just that it's a really tough team to watch, but it's like we don't have we don't even have a guy, even on a bad team. Like we don't have a guy,
right? At the moment, and that's what I said.
At the moment,
I would say like the player. There are pieces that they may be eventually feeling like they could build with.
Yes,
but the build around piece,
is
either on another team or in college right now.
You would think so, and
it feels like.
Well, my copium is like, and I, by the way, I 100% agree with you. Where I have a little bit of copium here, so I'm like, well, I mean, but what if what if these trades go through and they clear everything out, and now Keegan actually is the number one, and now that he's got Fox gone and Sabonis and DeRozan and Levine and all that, oh my goodness, what if in Keegan Murray there's like a 25-point-a-game scorer who can play crazy defense and hit threes?
Yeah, well, I think let's say they somehow traded 4 veterans at some point this season.
Yeah.
By the end, there would be some younger guys.
Yes.
That would be, I mean, they're not going to score 64 points a game.
No.
I mean, they'll be living near 100, and
right.
Someone will be getting 20.
That's right.
And then you have to figure out, wow, are they getting 20 as a really good player, or are they getting 20 because someone has to get 20?
That's...
And I don't know the answer to that.
That's a great point. It is. It really is. Because you're right. They are going to score 100+, no matter what. I mean, let me see here.
They've had 100 every game.
The Wizards are 1-12, and they average 113 points a game.
Okay.
The Pacers are 1-12. They average 109 points a game. Like, they're every single team in the NBA. Let me see here. The lowest. This is so funny. When you remember basketball in the 80s and 90s. The lowest scoring team in the NBA, the New Orleans Pelicans, average 108.2 points per game. Dude, like, there was a time, I don't think this goes back that far. Nah, I don't think it goes back to 02, 03.
Probably in the 90s, late 90s.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
There was like 4 teams over 100 points or something like that. No. How about 02, 03? Jason?
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, this will make sense.
This will. What was the highest scoring team in the NBA averaged how many points per game?
In 2002?
In 02, 03.
107 points for Dallas.
Yo, good memory on Dallas. Dallas is your top scoring team in the NBA at exactly 103 points.
103.
Followed by the Warriors at 102.4, who, by the way, went 38-44 that year. You're 59-23, one game out of the best record in the NBA. Sacramento Kings scored 101.7 a game.
Yeah. And now the low is 108.
And the low is 108. There were 4 teams in the NBA, including the stupid Lakers, that averaged over 100 points a game that year.
Yes. So what I remember about that is it was Kings and Mavs in the playoffs, and I think the prior game to the playoff game was like the Nets Celtics or Nets Pacers or something. Uh-huh. And I want to say the final was 87-79 or something.
Yeah.
And the Kings and Mavs in the first half of one of those games were really close to pushing that number.
That's crazy.
Because it got to be a higher scoring playoff game. But yeah.
The Denver Nuggets scored the least amount of points that year per game.
92?
92.
Is that what it is?
84.2 points per game for the Denver Nuggets.
Their average?
They were just under 1.5 points behind the Miami Heat at 85.6.
Wow.
That was 13 years ago, dude. That is BANA.
How many years ago?
Damn you, Jason Ross. That was 23 years ago. Okay, all right. You should have called me on that. Like, I was like, well, what? 13? The sad thing is when you said that initially, I was like, wait, is it 12 or is it 14? Was it? That deserves to be called out. All right, we're going to have some fun today, guys, as much as we can. Look, we're in the same spot you are. You're here to listen to us talk about a crappy Kings team. We're here to talk about it, but we're going to try to find new and exciting ways to talk about it as well. We also have Matt Barrows on at 9 a.m. Hey, Kings lost, big Niner weekend.
Yeah.
They got a nice win. We got a supersized Kings rewind, not just one, but two games coming up at 7:43. When we come back, though, we'll get the college football weekend out of the way before we get to Kings Spurs audio. Hey, we'll do that next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Staples presents An Easy Holiday.
Running a small business during the holidays is hard.
No truer words were...
But this year, Staples helped me have an easy holiday.
Your script has a typo.
Nope, easy peasy. I just ordered online at staples.com and picked up in store. And with UPS on site, shipping was easy too. Plus, huge savings on tech, custom cards, even my holiday sale signage.
Visit your local Staples store or staples.com today for up to 45% off select laptops.
That was easy.
Ends 12/27.
Kohl's has 20% off gifts that are so good, your family might think you read their minds. Check off your list now with cozy, thoughtful, and stylish gifts that will make them say, oh, how did you know? Yep, with these presents from Kohl's, you're gonna leave them feeling impressed and convinced that you're a psychic. Shop Kohl's for an extra 20% off gifts that are the perfect fit. Select styles. Offer ends November 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
When I asked Scott Lucky if his last name had anything to do with his success in the trucking industry, he laughed and said, well, Mike, I guess you could say I've always been lucky. But when I asked him how he and his family grew Lucky Distribution Services into the company it is today, he didn't talk about luck at all. We work hard, he said. We keep a close eye on the bottom line, and we treat our people the right way. In other words, Scott Lucky makes his own luck, which is precisely why he switched to Pure Talk Business. Last month, I paid the big guys $740 for 12 lines, he told me. This month, I paid Pure Talk $420 for the exact same service. Thousands of businesses all over the country are saving real money by switching to America's most dependable 5G network, and luck has nothing to do with it. Just dial pound 250 and say micro. That's pound 250 micro to switch to a wireless company that works as hard as you do. Pure Talk.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
At Bank of America, we asked our teammates, what makes this company a great place to work?
There's very little that you can't accomplish working for Bank of America.
If you prove yourself, you can try over in a totally new way.
You can learn so much here. You're the owner of your career.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everybody, it's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Now for the last 2 years, I've been sharing the great experience I've had being a customer of Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the sales department to the service department, they're top notch. And now is the perfect time for you to have the MB of Stockton experience. The Mercedes-Benz holiday celebration is on, and that means you can get super low rates on new and certified pre-owned models. Plus, they'll throw in 3 years of prepaid maintenance on select models. They make it easy and affordable for you to drive away in the car of your dreams. And if you have a trade-in, well, they're looking for all vehicles to purchase. Any makes, any models, just holler at my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is the gift that keeps on giving. So take the short drive down I-5 and visit my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. And while you're there, tell them Drape sent you.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
Carmichael Dave.
He just has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Once again, Matt Barrows scheduled to join us at 9 o'clock today to talk about the NFL weekend, specifically the San Francisco 49ers getting Brock Purdy back. How good did they look offensively yesterday? There was kind of another reminder. Look, Mac Jones has been awesome for the team, but Brock Purdy, Greg Papa told us on Friday, 30 for Purdy. Well, they went north of 30 and got a pretty easy and comfortable win, which was nice.
Yeah, it's nice for a change.
Yeah.
Defense a little. I mean, they made mistakes.
They did.
There were some. Arizona's not good.
Yeah, but it's all right. They needed to make sure that was a win.
You know what, Jason? You know what I say? You have to play the schedule in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have air quotes here. I have breaking Scott Perry news. That's what I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Scott Perry's Monday Motivation. We actually should at some point. I need to gather these and take a segment.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of go through all of them, because I think when you put them all together, they actually speak a little louder. Here's today's Scott Perry Monday Motivation. Don't limit your opportunities by having preconceived notions as to whether something is possible or not. Use your mind's unlimited potential to embrace new concepts and situations. Hashtag Monday Motivation.
Okay.
Now that may just be him saying, hey, think outside the box. Or it may be him, as I think he has been, dropping little smoke signals as to, last week was many people that have achieved great things have also endured failures along the way. One of the sustaining forces in their success was an unwavering faith in the final outcome. In the end, you won't be counting the number of times that you fell, but celebrating the wonderful reward which comes to those who endure each step along the way. They will be long forgotten. I mean, again, I'm putting it in the guy, it's one of those green needle things where you see what you hear, right. And I'm putting that in the category of he's telling everybody we're going to rebuild. When you have a true vision of something new or different, don't allow what may appear as initial failure, especially by others, to keep you from attaining it. Make the commitment to pursue it with confidence, persistence, and patience, as it will surely become a reality for you. Again, that fits in with a rebuild. Don't allow apparent defeats or setbacks to keep you from attaining your vision. Keep your eyes focused on the goal at all times, and ultimately you will prevail. It's never truly over until you say it is. Many a worthwhile endeavor has been achieved by someone that pushed forward in the face of insurmountable odds while people around them cast out. Rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he's just talking about the team itself and how they do this year. Or maybe he's just talking about, hey,
life.
Yeah. Sorry, you had gone over what so far? Did you hit college yet?
No.
Okay. Sac State, big win. We talked about that. Montana State was a good game for a while, and then they pulled away. They beat UC Davis. We'll have Coach Tim Plow on in a couple of days, talk about that. But now we've got – this is not what I wanted. I wanted the Causeway to be just a fun little thing.
I don't think it's going to be that way.
No, this could very well be the deciding factor in playoff or no playoffs.
Yeah, 24 teams make it. Neither team will get the automatic qualifying spot from the Big Sky, so they have to get in as an at-large. And where they sit today, UC Davis is, let's see, 7-3.
Yes.
Because of the game that they played that doesn't count,
Right.
which is weird that we all saw. And if you tell me Davis was going to win, I can't argue against that. If you tell me they were, going to lose, maybe. No one knows. They didn't finish the game.
Nobody knows.
And then Sacramento State 7-4. So they have the same amount of wins, one more loss, but they play each other head-to-head. I'm sure will be a factor. 7's kind of the benchmark. You basically need 7 FBS or FCS wins, and neither of them beat the FBS team they played.
Right.
So they've got the benchmark. Last year, for example, of the 24 teams that made it, none of them had 7. They all had 8. So doesn't mean that this year's the exact same way.
Sure.
But
and you guys have how many? I'm sorry?
7. They're both.
And UC
Someone's
Davis
getting
is
the
7.
8. It's just, is it Davis or is it Sacramento State? Davis has been ranked higher in a lot of the, not just the polling, but also the committee polls. So I think there's still a chance for them if they were to lose, that they get in. I do not think Sacramento State can lose.
No, I wouldn't think so either. I'm looking at last week's poll, and if you go by the others receiving votes, 8, 9, 10, they were 31st.
Yeah.
Okay. So
now that's polling.
There's
different things than when they get into the metrics, but I mean that's part of it.
So I wonder if they're not in the top 25 this week, I feel like they'll be knocking on the door from winning. UC Davis, I'm just guessing here, but I got to think they drop to 15th, 18th, 16th, something.
I don't know. I don't think it'll be that punishing of a loss to lose at Montana State. But
you're right.
I don't know. I don't know how the pollster. I told you I used to do that years ago, and I think it's totally unfair because I couldn't tell you, is Austin Peany good? Gardner Webb?
Right. Gardner Webb sounds like a law firm.
I don't know what those other teams and leagues really do on a week-to-week basis. I would just see their score and their result, go, oh, well, they won. Let's move them up one spot. So
Harvard's 8-0, dude.
Yeah. And now the Ivy League is a new they get an automatic berth this year. They did not have that before, so that takes away one more at large.
So we are setting it sounds to me like if UC Davis wins next week, they're in.
Oh, I would say for sure.
And if Sac State blows out UC or beats them healthily, that Sac State would probably have to beat UC Davis healthily to.
I don't know. So where's on that ranking? Where's Northern Arizona?
Northern Arizona is.
Or are they getting votes?
Northern Arizona is second, 33rd, 34th.
Oh, they weren't even in that top 25.
No, they're others. They got 8 votes.
Because I've seen is that the coaches or the media?
That's FCS coaches.
So drop to the media one just to see which is.
Do I have it?
It's the.
Is it on there? I can't scroll down.
Maybe not.
What would it be? FCS media?
FCS like stats poll. I forget what it's.
FCS rankings.
Like do stats poll or something like that.
Stats poll.
Stats
okay, here we
perform.
go. All right.
So
UC Davis in this one is 9th. This
is last week?
Well, hold on. 6. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't updated yet.
They haven't updated. So 6-3. Wait. Wasn't the other one? Didn't UC Davis have 7 in the other one? No? Is this old?
What week is it?
Yeah, November 8th. Come on, man. Have they not updated since November 8th?
That's weird.
That's wacky.
Okay. Anyway, my point being, I've seen Northern Arizona in some polls.
They were 24th at 6-4.
Okay.
They were 24th.
So they won last week. They're 7-4. The Hornets are 7-4. So to
Right.
me, that's when now the debate, because they didn't play each other.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
Whose resume is better? Now, I'll give you a quick scenario, not to get bottled down in the minutia, but there's a chance that if Sacramento State wins, they're 8-4. Davis would be 7-4. I assume Northern Arizona is going to win this week. That's an assumption. They'd be 8-4.
Okay.
So now those are three Big Sky teams I'm sure they're going to debate about.
Yeah.
In this scenario, Sac State would have beat UC Davis. UC Davis beat Northern Arizona. Northern Arizona and Sac State didn't play. So UC Davis has one less win than the other two, but they didn't get that other game.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, that's a committee where you go, I don't know how you – now, the Hornets' argument would be they would finish in third, sole possession of third in the conference, behind Montana State.
Do you think – I mean, first off, this also what stinks is it all doesn't also rely maybe too heavily on humans.
Yeah,
like
that's what it
like
is.
you said, like they're watching and doing the work you're doing, even, or they're just going, oh, there's a team, I know them, they sound good.
Yeah. No, there's a committee. I mean, they really spend their time, and they'll dive into – and they got representatives from each league, and yeah. But there is it's just like the FBS, where they're going to pick 12 and teams 13 and 14 go, we should have been in.
Right.
It's always the way it works.
When it comes to the big boys, I think all that really matters, Jason, as far as you're concerned, I know, is USC won. Big comeback. They were down 14-0.
Great.
Yeah, I blew a lead for the first time in forever. They're 8-2 now, so they're going to be knocking on the.
Yeah, they play Oregon this week.
They play Oregon at Oregon. Well, that's number 6 Oregon, 9-1, who beat Minnesota 42-13. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, you and I are on the same side. I've told you this for this weekend. We are both big Oregon fans. Let's go.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Yeah.
Can't have it.
And then in the top 10 this week, Alabama lost, Texas lost.
Alabama lost to Oklahoma 23-21. Texas, number 17, lost to Georgia 35-10.
Woo.
Georgia really pulled away.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was pretty much chalk.
Yeah, it was the back end, 20, 21, 23, 24, and 25 lost, but the bottom part of the top 20.
Well, we're coming down to the wire. Let's get a nice, a nice December 3rd bowl game for USC.
That's a bit early.
Probably.
Yeah.
We'll take a break when we come back. All
Better
right.
be careful what you wish for. Maybe it'll be Christmas.
You know, there is a real scenario, dude, where, because we're going to be in Palm Springs, there's a real scenario where Mason's playing, because he's playing a basketball tournament in Palm Springs, and Avery has I guess, what are the odds of her having a bowl game around L.A.? Yeah. Maybe she doesn't travel. Maybe they don't travel first years to bowl games this year. We'll take a break. When we come back, yes, we've delayed long enough for you. Yes, we talked a whole segment on college football. Yes, we are contractually obligated, not really, but we will, to do some recap. Kings lose to the Spurs. We could do Minnesota, but we're going to skip through. We'll just do yesterday.
That'll be in Rewind.
Yeah, that will be in a supersized Rewind. Yeah. We'll do that next.
Malik Monk plays here.
Started left, goes right, steps back, launches the three. Nothing but net. Oh, that was just filthy. Oh, my, that was sweet.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Hi. Let me tell you about SacLegalDefense.com. Jonathan Gonzalez Law, and his team there. They are phenomenal people, really good at what they do. And if you need representation, this is who you need to call, 916-304-9187. Gonzalez Law has helped many, many people, and like I said, can help you as well. Maybe there's something that's in your past that's keeping you from doing things that's on your record that you'd like removed. Well, that can be done with some assistance with that advisement from Jonathan Gonzalez. He is kind of specialized in expungements. That's an area he can help you out with. Also, whether you need criminal defense, maybe you're in an auto accident, wrongful termination case, sexual harassment case, lots of different things where you might need some special counseling. Well, Here's your guy, Jonathan Gonzalez, Gonzalez Law, SacLegalDefense.com. Call him at 916-304-9187.
Around here, Maverick is more than a name. It's who we are. My dad climbed power poles for a living, and he taught me to keep homes running when it gets cold. This November, donate 5 canned foods to our holiday food drive and choose a furnace tune-up or an electrical safety check. We'll collect your cans at the appointment and keep your heat comfy and your lights steady. So the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com. Limited November appointments. Some restrictions may apply.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for the big Black Friday sales event.
Well, they say you got to finish strong, so that's what we're doing at Hoblet. Right now, you can save up to $14,500 off MSRP on all remaining new 2025 Ram heavy duties.
I want to make sure you meant to say all heavy duties.
That's what I said. $14,500 off MSRP on all remaining new 2025 Ram heavy duties, with some starting as low as $48,995. It's savings like this that make Hoblet one of the top Ram dealers in America. Plus, with over 400 new heavy-duty Rams available, your new Ram is waiting at HobletDodge.com.
Don't miss your chance to search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$14,500 total net savings on select new 2025 Ram 2500 Laramie and Rebels after $4,500 factory rebates and $10,000 dealer discounts. 5 of this net savings, $48,995 net price on 2025 Ram 2500 Tradesmans. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash, $500 on the job upfit for eligible upfit. VIN number 525142. See dealer for details.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Today's picture day for us.
That's right.
You excited?
Yeah, that's fine.
We're supposed to wear our company issued polos.
I have mine in the other room.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. Do you?
I spent all weekend tearing my house up, my car up, trunk. I made it.
Yeah.
2 for 2. Do I go 4 for 4?
Yeah.
4 for 4?
It's right there.
Yeah, but wind.
You're right.
Like, I could throw this.
I should have factored in the elements.
I'm putting creamer in my coffee of those little tiny plasticky things.
Yeah, 4 of them, by the way.
4 of them. And
what, 5 wasn't available?
I could only hold 4. Yeah. I was moving quickly. Wind, like the air could catch this. And,
that was almost long.
So, yeah, I tore my whole house up over the weekend. It was like my major project it turned out to be.
No luck?
I got to think, and I sent a picture to you and our boss. Oh, by the way, Chris is out today.
Yeah.
Thoughts with him. He had a bit of a run-in.
Yeah.
And everyone's cool and okay, but he's a little sore today, so shout out Chris.
Yeah. So we got Anthony's in here today.
Sup, Anthony.
Sup,
Anthony.
Hey.
Good man. Love Anthony.
Yeah.
Love Anthony. And he's just Anthony's the Bob Ueckers color commentator in Major League.
Yeah.
Hey. Love that. So, anyways, I gotta think. I sent a picture in of like my collection of KHTK apparel. I have 4 golf shirts. I've got jackets. I've got baseball button-down jerseys.
They gave me nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Unfair.
I wonder if they gave you. They could have given you. So I wondered if I was gone when they were handed out. That's all I can think of. I
don't know.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be.
It took me a while. Like mine was weird. It was hidden under another shirt, like I have in this in the closet, and it was like, where is that? And I found it. But you had an interesting weekend on your text thread, texting on.
I did.
Because that one was what, me, you, and our boss.
Yeah, Jose.
Yeah. And then you thought you had one with me, you, and Chris.
Yes.
But it was me, you, Chris, and our former big boss.
Yes, our former market manager.
And it was during the football game.
Yes, it was in the evening.
So
on the weekend.
So it's one of those where I see it during the game, like, what's this? I'm like, oh, and it's the pictures you showed earlier of like me with like my eyes closed or just not looking very flattering on the TV.
By the way, there were a couple people when I posted that on Twitter that
you posted it on Twitter?
Well, no. But there was like a couple replies that were referencing like that's the visual they're now going to get when we play your sounder. But you know what? It's catching on, and that's a good thing. That means people listen, Jason. No. Okay.
Anyway, you sent it to the big boss.
I did.
And so my response was, I thought it was, I don't know. I'm looking really quickly. Maybe it's during timeout during the football game.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is it? Don't give Chris ammo.
Right.
And that's all I said, which I could have done
yeah.
more things. But then later I realized, or I think you pointed out, sorry, wrong text thread. I didn't realize this person, which was our former big boss, was on it.
Chris was not even on the thread.
Oh, wasn't even Chris?
No,
it was just you and the big boss?
Because, so what happens is when you have these group chats, sometimes in the text thing, it only shows the first name or two.
Yeah.
And so I saw the one with you, and I knew it was a group chat. I was like, oh, and I knew it wasn't the Jose one because Jose is his name. So I went, oh, bloop. But she had sent us a very nice text on Friday or over the weekend maybe, and it was just the last one I had. So the bad news is that I sent a silly text with a picture of you into the group chat that included our market manager. The incredibly good news is that I would say conservatively 60 to 70% of the things I say or Chris says in our group chat, I would be mortified if our market manager saw those.
That number's higher.
I think it is incredibly higher. I was being nice, but you're 100% right. It's more like 85 to 90. And this one was just, it's a silly picture.
Yeah, no, but it could have been. I didn't really. I mean, I didn't have time to look at who's all in it. I just figured it was me, you, and Chris.
Like we could have photoshopped it. Like it could have been really, really embarrassing. She would have been fine, by the way. I think.
Let's see.
So anyways, today's picture day. I will say one last thing about picture day too. And it is, I don't really necessarily care this much about this stuff, but these are the pictures that are going to go on the website to update and also on the scoreboard and the ribbons and stuff for like right in front of at center court when we're doing the advertising at Kings games. So like during a game, sometimes you'll see like Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross, and they'll show a picture of me on one side and you on the other, I think. I feel like it's just kind of cheesy for both of us to be wearing station polos. I just feel like it's a little car salesman-y. Not that there's anything wrong with being a car salesman.
What would you wear if you didn't have to wear the station polo?
Maybe we mix it up. We wear suits. Maybe we
had blazers the one time, and you thought you looked like a car salesman.
Yeah. Was it blazers or was it a button-up?
I think you had a blazer with a pink button-up.
Oh, you're 100% right.
Which was nothing wrong with it. You looked fine.
I thought I looked like, hey, let me talk to the guy in the back, see if I can get you that deal. Maybe jerseys.
Okay.
I don't know. It just seems a little like we're back to back on the rotating platform, or like maybe we toss a basketball back and forth to each other. That would be cool if they can make them video.
What if it was completely imbalanced? Like one is totally dressed up in a tux, and the other one's in like.
I love that. Like a muscle shirt.
Yeah.
Sleeveless shirt.
And would it be better if it was the opposite of what people would expect?
So you're in the sleeveless shirt. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That would be awesome. That would actually be really cool. Like you're wearing a sleeveless like Slayer shirt or something or Metallica, and I'm just suited and booted up, ready to go, a little vest.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But us like doing the whole crossed arms.
Well, what else are we gonna do?
I don't know. Something, make some gestures. Do a little, I don't know, something. Yeah, a little hand on the chin. Maybe Kevin and or what's his face in Home Alone.
I still think we should reenact famous historical pictures.
100%, dude.
Sports or worldwide.
I think, well, honestly, like you standing over me with a boxing glove, Ali versus Liston.
What's the famous painting? Like the pitchfork?
The pitchfork. That was the next one I was going to go for. 100% with the old man and the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the pitchfork and all that. I would be fine with a Step Brothers photo.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of been overdone, but I would do that.
You could do the
Ricky Bobby.
What's the end of the war where we're making out? I mean, that would get attention. Isn't that a famous photo?
Would. I would totally do that. I don't know that they'd allow that.
No.
What if what if it was us and like what if we went to like a local school and did a thing and then it was us with like a bunch of kids in the background going, yay, or something. I don't know.
Okay.
What if it was you and then like a big oversized photo of my dog? Like what if it was Gus?
What if it's our cardboard cutouts and not even us, or us holding our cardboard cutouts?
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Do I even have it?
No.
Just saying. Something, something other than, hey. That
could be it.
What I
Is there
call.
a famous album photo with two people?
Oh, John Lennon and Yoko Ono. And only real ones know what I'm talking about there. That would be.
Or it could be that one from, I think that it's got to be the 70s, Burt Reynolds.
You talking about the play, the one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about Not Another Teen Movie with the banana and the Kings and Spurs?
He's got a gun.
Fox now steps back for three. There's the dagger to Aaron Fox. Knocking down the triple against his own team. And that gives him a heck of an afternoon. 25 points, 11 assists, and they're going to have the W.
123.
Good for him.
110. Did you say good for him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, send your...
Well, good for him. I said it that way.
It's going to trigger people. Oh, okay. You weren't like, hey, good for him. I could be... Oh, thank you, text line. Text line, big early lead on chat line.
What do we got?
Dave could be Rose and Jason could be Jack from Titanic. Photoshop that into the boat. Oh my God, that's what I'm talking about. See that kind of, front and center at Kings games on the boards outside on the website. We could do a whole series of them. They can do fun things with Photoshop. Mm-hmm. What about, speaking of Photoshop, because I think they'd have to do this, I'm Patrick Swayze and you're Jennifer Grey in Dirty Dancing.
Yes.
How great would that be?
No Photoshop needed.
No?
Let's do it.
We'll take a break.
When
we come back, Three-ver Madness. With the Nets and Dallas both winning, do we need to mix it up a little bit? Also, over the weekend, I had a long conversation with my friend ChatGPT. What would you do, ChatGPT, if you were rebuilding the Sacramento Kings? And I, with some errors in there that are fairly obvious to people, we'll run through the basics of it. It's not as bad as you might think, as a matter of fact. We'll do all that next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
How do you stay humble when you're America's #1 wiper blade? That's what we're currently dealing with at Rain-X. Is it even possible to humble brag when you bully Mother Nature like we do? Do we sound too conceited if we keep repeating how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America? No, we'll take a lesson from our wipers and just keep doing our job with humility. As America's #1 wiper blade. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. Offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Progressive has great customer service, and it's easy to reach us because great and easy is the way to be. Like salads. Great for you, and so easy you can put any group of veggies in a bowl and it's a salad. A full carrot with a head of cabbage? Weird, but still a salad. 1 radish and a couple of green beans? Also a salad. 14 blueberries, half an onion, and a sunchoke? Odd, yes, but an odd salad. So contact Progressive's customer service by phone, app, or online. It's great and easy, just like salad. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sactown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right, we're going to get to 3 for Madness here in just a moment as we begin the 7 o'clock hour of the show. Good morning to everyone. Thank you for those of you that are joining us on the app, on the radio, on YouTube, all the different ways you can help take in the show. It's a little wet out there this morning, a lot of rain this week, so be careful, be safe. And, make sure you get to your destination this morning safely. That's the most important thing. As, we know how it works sometimes in California. You get that rain and people get a little bit tense and nervous, and just be careful.
Yeah, be careful out there. And
exactly.
We had some rain last week, so it's kind of cooling down, but very slippery. I told you I fishtailed last week. They're little, tiny fishtail.
Right.
But just enough to go, and then both hands.
Yeah. 10 and 2.
Get to where you're going.
Right.
It's okay to get there 5 minutes later rather than,
right,
a lot later.
Yeah.
So, safety tip brought to you by Sactown Sports. 3 for Madness, question 1.
With the Nets and Dallas winning, is it time we start looking at the reverse standings?
I will be honest, Jason. as opposed to lying. I have been kind of in my head thinking, and again, this is me. I don't speak for the show. Showocracy, not showtatorship. I have been trying to think of new and interesting ways to cover this team this year. In my mind, this team is really not great.
Right.
Somebody asked me over the weekend because they're winning 21.4% of their games. Okay, so if we extrapolate that, that means they are on pace right now to win 17 and a half games.
Okay.
Now,
and the worst season they ever had was 17.
I still think they're probably a mid-20s team. Okay. I do because of a combination of things. The schedule has been the craziest in the NBA. They're going to get Keegan Murray back. And no, I'm not one of those Keegan truthers that thinks he's going to come back and average 30. I think Keegan's going to come back and it's going to be underwhelming for a little bit, but it will help. And I think the combination of that, the schedule clearing up, and then at some point, I do think Perry's going to make moves. And those may also have an added effect of freeing up some things. And I think at this rate right now, barring Scott Perry making moves where it's like Levine, DeRozan, and Sabonis are gone, and it's like pretty much all picks and babies, like literal babies coming back. Rotational babies, but still babies. I think they're going to fart out a 25-ish win season, which I know there's a lot of people listening to that in the Pro Tank crowd going, ugh. I hear you. I just wonder that even if they tried at this point, could they win in the teens? Mm-hmm. Even if they were trying to tank short of sitting half the team. So, but we're only 14 games into the season, and again, my opinion here, the season's effectively over when it comes to competing and I think most everybody's come around to the fact this is not a great team. That being said, what is incredibly scary is that with the tough schedule, with Keegan Murray being out, with everything going on, with the 6-game losing streak, losing 8 of 10, losing 11 of 14, they're 2.5 out of the play.
Yeah, I mean, the 9 seed's below 500. The 10 seed, they're 2.5 behind. Again, we're not trying to put any kind of false, that would be the farthest thing I'm trying to do is false hope.
Right.
It just shows you, I think there's been years where you go, well, the West is too tough.
Yes.
Like this team certainly can't compete in the West. I think the top 6 of the West is a level above, maybe even top 7.
Yeah.
The rest is it's a cliff. And there might even be multiple tiers between 1 and 7, too. Like, I mean, OKC is probably a standalone. I think Houston's up there, probably Denver. In fairness to the Lakers, they haven't had LeBron. I mean, he's one of the best of all time. So what will they look like with him? But, and then if you look at it, you're trying to look at this in the most optimistic way for the Kings. I still think kind of what you said. They're not formed right. They're not the best of teams.
Right.
But if I'm looking at the 9 through 15 seeds in each conference, the Kings have played 1 game against a team in that range in the West and 1 game against a team in that range in the East, and they're 1-1 in that.
Right.
So they've got a lot of games against those teams.
Yes.
But, I mean, I don't know if they played all those teams the next 20 games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sitting here going, well, they're going to rip off 16-4.
No.
I mean, they might be better than what they've been doing, but are they going to go 7-13? It's like, okay, that's still not a very good team.
But it's still 7 wins.
Yeah.
By the way, the last 3 years, counting back forwards, 42, 46, and then last year, Dallas was 39-43. 42 wins, 46 wins, and 39 wins got you that final play-in spot.
Okay. I think it'll be lower.
We are on track to be incredibly lower this year, as you said, with Utah right now at 5-8. Utah at 5-8, winning 38.5% of their games. 40% would be around 33, 34 wins. And these things are going to move. Like, for example, if I had to guess right now, I could be wrong. I think the Clippers and the Mavericks will probably make the play-in.
Okay.
The Clippers are at 4-9. They're a game out. The Mavericks are at 4-10. Anthony Davis is probably going to play at some point. Kyrie Irving's going to come back. Cooper Flagg's going to mature. He's 18 years old. I just think if I'm choosing, anyways. So yeah, I do. I've been trying to think of, well, how can we not just keep people interested, from a business and rating standpoint, but also me. I need to be interested. I'm not gonna lie, man. I watch every minute pretty much. I had the game on. I had no faith. Once they were down 10, weren't they down 10 at the end of the first or near that, somewhere like that? They were, and they cut it back. The only question for me, I put the poll question out, by the way, which is, are they going to win? Are they going to lose by 20 or more? They lost by less. But I had absolutely no confidence in them being able to come back. And by the way, that was with no Wembanyama.
Right.
That was with no Dylan Harper, whatever, and then half of Stephon Castle.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
They still lost.
Yeah. So when you're saying, is it time to look at the reverse standings? I know what you mean by that. Is it like, are you now rooting for? I don't know. If rooting's the right term.
I know. It's terrible.
I guess I'll stay. I mean, I'm not for the way this team is constructed.
Yeah.
They do need to make changes.
Yes.
But I never like having the worst record. Mm-hmm. Just my own mind. Now, if you told me today, if they said, who's our guy, Basketball Jesus? Is he?
Yes.
Where's he been lately?
He has been on vacation.
Okay.
Basketball Jesus has actually been hanging out in Oklahoma City and San Antonio.
Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when he comes back west, I'd like to ask, if Basketball Jesus said, no, look, sorry, guys, Dave and Jason, I'm telling you, if you have the worst record, you will win the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then that's different.
That's right.
But if it's hey, the third worst will get the lottery. Oh, okay. Where's the magic lottery position? And no one could know that. But just there's a mental part of being the worst team that I don't appreciate. But
I hear you.
Again, I'm not trying to go, hey, if whatever the lowest number of 20 wins was the worst record and they won 21 and got the second spot, I'm not cheering for that.
Right.
Unless I knew that the 2 spot would win the lottery, and no one would ever know that.
Didn't I read somewhere that since they moved, isn't it the top 3 spots, they each have a 24% chance of getting it? Since they did that, the number 1 has always moved down.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's only a 15% chance. It's not great.
It's 24. I could be right. Yeah. So with that in mind, and to your point, Jason, I'm actually good with the Kings being the third worst team in the NBA.
Okay.
That way you're not the worst,
yeah,
but you still have the same amount of numbers. But you're right. I can't bring myself to root for the Kings to lose. I can acknowledge a loss that could be helpful to the team's long-term perspectives, but to root for the team to lose, I'm literally cheering the other team.
Right.
I can't freaking do that. I admit, from a pure non-emotional logical standpoint, that might be the way to go. I can't do it. But what I can do probably is I can start flipping the standings.
Mm-hmm.
So if you flip the standings right now, the Sacramento Kings have the 5th best record in the NBA, and they are just 1.5 games back of the worst. The problem is that when you're doing it that way, 1.5 games of separation is 5.5 games of separation at the top. It really is. Because the Pacers have lost 7 in a row. The Wizards have lost 11 in a row. Now, the Nets got to win. But the only reason the Nets got to win,
someone had to.
They were playing the Wizards.
Yeah, both were 1-11 going into that game. By the way, your lottery odds for 1, 2, and 3, the 3 worst records, all 14%.
14. Thank you. You're right. I was wrong.
So 4th drops to 12.5, 5th 10.5. And
okay.
Down. So,
all right.
So best chances are to be in the bottom 3. Best chances. They're not great.
Yes.
But that's the best chances.
From the 916, it's a good question. It's an understandable text, and I think I would like to address it. Marvin Bagley says that a top draft pick does not guarantee success. Well, 2 things. Number 1, he was a 2nd draft pick, not a top.
Yeah,
Number 1.
Well, that's factual.
Number 2, I'm going to dig up the chart somebody did a couple years ago, and I'm sure they've updated, but it's There's a lot of misinformation sometimes that just goes around and becomes like, what did I see over the weekend? Not that I don't want to get in trouble here, but somebody was like talking about selling the team, and they're like, can't sell the team, it's going to move. No, it's not going to move. They have like a 30-year lease, and it's insane to break the lease. And on top of that, like, the NBA would never approve it. You're not going to have a team do all what we did and build an arena and do all the stuff that we've done, and then that like. There is a literal 0% chance, not 1, 5, or 10. There is a 0.0% chance of this team moving anytime in the next, let's call it 20 to 25 years. Right. And honestly, longer, but that's just silly misinformation, but it gets out there.
Yeah.
Also, the whole having look at Thomas Robinson and Marvin Bagley, right, and look at Anthony Bennett, and not just the Kings on it, sure, Michael Olowokandi, right. But somebody did some great research, and I'll find it and I'll post it, and I'll probably print it out to keep it handy, that showed every draft pick, and it was color-coded from 1 all the way down to like the end of the second round. And it was color-coded in the sense of what percentage of each pick became a starter, hit an all-star once, hit an all-star multiple times, won an MVP, won championships, did all of those, and it shows you, I think there's like one weird anomaly, I want to say, where it's like the 7 pick did better than the 6th and 5th pick. It's something like that. But with one little anomaly in the lottery, you look at it, and when you see the colors all lined up,
right,
it's very apparent that, especially in the lottery, the higher the pick, the better the chance of that player being an all-star, superstar, etc. I understand it's tempting to be like, Nikola Jokic and Draymond Green and like all these second. You don't need you're talking about picking an M&M out of an entire bowl of Skittles. Like, just because it happened doesn't mean it's going to happen, and you want to count on that and base your research around it.
I will always take my chance for any general manager to win the lottery on that general manager. If they win it, they have the opportunity to not correctly pick.
That's right.
But I know they would like to pick first. And, for example, look, not every draft has Shaq or LeBron or Victor Wembanyama.
Right.
But if you do have a draft like that, like right now, I think we've said this on the show last week, the Spurs drafted Victor Wembanyama, and I do not think there is a team in the NBA that can make a trade to get him.
I agree with you.
So when you pick first, we can get him later, we'll find a way for agency. Like, I don't think anybody can get Victor Wembanyama.
No.
The Spurs had the chance.
That's right.
They have him. Now, I don't know the way the rest of his career is going to go, but right now, every other team would love to be in the spot the San Antonio Spurs are in. And if they picked 8th in that same draft, maybe the 8th player ends up being somehow, some way better than Victor Wembanyama. Mm-hmm. Could be. Mm-hmm. But right now, people could trade for that 8th pick. They could not trade for Victor Wembanyama.
No, they could not. There is nobody that you could trade for Victor Wembanyama.
Where the Spurs say, you know what, that's enough. We'll do that. Giannis and 9 first-round picks. No, they're going to say no.
They're going to say no. And that, there's literally no trade that could come up. By the way, to your point, I'm just looking at scoring leaders. This is not a breakdown of the best players in the NBA, but it's pretty good. Luka Doncic was picked 3rd. Giannis Antetokounmpo was picked 15th. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was picked 11th. Tyrese Maxey was picked 21st. Lauri Markkanen was picked 7. Donovan Mitchell, I want to say was 13th. Sorry. Nikola Jokic, obviously, 2nd round. Devin Booker was 13th. Austin Reeves was not drafted. Jalen Brunson was picked number 33 in the 2nd round. And then we get to Cade Cunningham, who was the number 1 pick in the draft. You have to go all the way down to the 11th player in your top scorers in the NBA to find a number 1 pick. Again, scoring isn't everything, but you see that you don't have to have the 1 pick. You just have to. You do have to hit. And for those saying, "Well, the Kings have never hit before," to that I say yes.
They have some. The majority have not in the lottery, but they have.
But Tyrese Halliburton on line 1, De'Aaron Fox on line 2, DeMarcus Cousins on line 3.
But there's a lot of misses.
That's more misses than not.
Yeah.
And I would say, and I will defeat my own logic here, by the way, I say always, the more darts you have to throw at the board, the more likely it is to hit a bullseye. Now, that being said, there are 8 things I'm about to say against that logic. Okay. Dwayne Coswell, Anthony Bonner, Travis Mays, Lionel Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is weirdly going to be the tougher one. Scala BCA, Malachi Richardson, Justin Jackson, Harry Giles. Am I mixing it up?
Are you saying in the same draft?
Didn't they have 4 firsts again? No.
No, but they had 2 in the...
They had Jackson and Giles at what?
Which was Zach Collins initially, right?
And that ended up being what, 13 or
it was
15 and 20.
Sorry, it was Fox and Zach Collins.
That's
but
right.
Then Fox and Zach Collins turned into Justin Jackson and Harry Giles.
Right. So they had 3 picks. They hit 1, and sadly, they could have kept that pick and drafted Donovan Mitchell. Correct. I don't know. That's the one that really gets me, and it's like, that's kind of cheating, but still, it was right there. That doesn't always work out.
Right.
Question 2.
Question 2.
Will the Kings' issues get you more into college basketball this season?
Yeah, it will actually, because we're back to that now. And I love college basketball anyways, but generally, starting in February, keep kind of an eye on it. Then in February, really start watching. Then you get down to the conference tournaments. Now I'm really watching because I want to get my brackets going. We didn't have a pick last year. Well, we ended up having a pick, but that was the Herder pick that was gone, the lottery pick. So, all right. Now I'm kind of like, I already know A.J. DeMonta and Cameron Boozer and Daryl What's-His-Face, who's probably going number 1, and a few others. Like, I'm already getting a little more familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Take-a-thon every single day and doing the lottery. Let's simulate the lottery, Jason, shall we?
You do.
Today's Kings move up 2 spots. A.J. DeMonta, BYU.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, did you hear about the BYU basketball player that got the allegedly got the DUI?
I did not.
Dude, like okay. Full stop, you can't do that,
right?
Like anywhere.
But
at BYU, like,
a little different.
Oh my goodness. Would just love the Kings to get a top. I would be very, very happy. Very, very happy with that. They've got a power forward, a small forward. To be honest with you, DeMonta might be, he and Darren Peterson are thought to be probably the 2 best players in the draft where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
Who knows? It'll probably be Kareem Lopez out of New Zealand set to go 10th. But you want to talk about 2 spots, whether it's Boozer at power forward or Peterson at point guard that the Kings need. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I was thinking about just the process of this. We don't know where the Kings will finish, but I'm going to go back just to, it's several years back, and I'm going to try to get you and me and everyone else where they were emotionally. I remember being on air when the Kings were supposed to pick 7th. That was their pre-draft lottery status.
Right.
Lottery comes out, they're not at 7, so now we know they're in the top 4.
Yes.
Going to that commercial, you're like, oh my goodness. Now it already feels after a disappointing season that you won something.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't 4. They weren't 3. Boom, they got 2. That's yes. I know they ultimately drafted Marvin Bagley, but for those next few months, it was they won. They won something. Right. And so that's the other part about that, Dave, is it now becomes another asset. That's whether you draft the pick, whether you trade the pick, it's just something that you get as a check mark in your favor. Now, you still have to draft correctly.
Yes.
Or trade that pick correctly or whatever you do with it.
That's right.
But that feeling of having a rough season and then feeling like, hey, it wasn't all for naught is a pretty good feeling.
Especially when you have a Cooper Flagg or Victor Wembanyama, too. Like, I want that one time.
Yes.
Like, we didn't have that for Purvis Ellison.
Nope.
And then when we finally did kind of have it for Luka Doncic, we drafted Marvin Bagley Jr., which, by the way, I keep bringing this up, and I'm going to keep bringing this up because, as I've stated many times, T-shirts coming soon. God hates Sacramento. You know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to say it again, and we're going to move question 3 to the next segment here.
What's going to happen?
The Sacramento Kings are either going to get or move up to the number 2 pick in the draft. And sitting there will be a pick that makes all the sense in the world. An absolutely dominant 18-year-old, larger-than-life power forward that plays at Duke. And we're all going to have the biggest PTSD ever.
Yeah, well, and even if it's Peterson.
Uh-huh.
Kansas.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
yes, Thomas Robinson.
Macklemore.
And a long list. I mean, not just those are the two with the Kings. A long list of Kansas players that are like even worse than Florida State players when it comes to, because they're so much better.
Yeah. Which you can't do to them. It's unfair.
It's
but
totally unfair.
They could go down that road. Absolutely. But they also may have their own shining career.
And I mean, I got to be honest, it's completely different too. But also, can I just say for the record, didn't go that great the last time we drafted a lottery pick out of BYU. I'm telling you.
Now I don't want them to win it.
I'm telling you, no matter what.
Who's fourth?
Nate Ahmed from Tennessee. Let's go.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Koa Pete from Arizona. Tuande Yasufu from Baylor. Baylor, Donovan Mitchell or Davion Mitchell.
Yeah.
Caleb Wilson, North Carolina. He's averaging 27.
There's no one to take.
There's literally nobody to take, Jason. I'm going with Kareem Lopez for New Zealand. Oh, wait, look who's taking them, Oklahoma City.
They know something.
I'll find a place for this draft, but I want to get into question 3. So when we come back, ChatGPT outlined how it would rebuild the Sacramento Kings, and it was quite specific. We'll run over that and see how you feel about new ChatGPT coming up next. And either way, we'll see what kind of energy you have for that type of rebuild. Anthony thought I was going to skip it. Is there one thing I don't skip, buddy? I do a lot of unprofessional things. My live reads. We're doing live. Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heating and Air. Kevin in the chat says, is Kansas to basketball players what Ohio is to NFL quarterbacks? No, but it is what Ohio State quarterbacks are, and I think that's probably what you meant. I'll tell you what, though, American Energy Heating and Air is what Oklahoma City Thunder are to the NBA. Really awesome. Well, they're not that young. They've been around since 1981, but they've got all the best draft picks. Everyone's locked up. They're going to come in and win the thing. Yes, Aaron, Paul Pierce is from Kansas. Now, go back over the last 20 years and look at all Kansas first-round draft picks and tell me how they did on average. It's a weird thing, dude. What is also weird is when other companies come in and they say, hey, here's the price for this plumbing, or here's the price for this HVAC thing. Okay. And then American Energy Heating and Air, who is your second opinion partner, that's why they're now known as American Energy Home Pros, they come in and they go, oh, either A, we can do this a lot cheaper, or B, you don't even need this repair. It's free to have them come out and give you a second opinion. Call them up at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990, AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break. When we come back, ChatGPT, how would they rebuild the team? We'll do that next.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
At Bank of America, we asked our teammates, what makes this company a great place to work?
There's very little that you can't accomplish working for Bank of America.
If you prove yourself, you can try over in a totally new way.
You can learn so much here. You're the owner of your career.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday, because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day, yeah?
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7800. 8865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. Sunpoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at folsomlakehonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Text line way ahead of the chat line right now, but there's a lot of time to go. I don't recognize a person in there, but someone is convinced the draft lottery is rigged. And all this betting stuff doesn't help. It really doesn't. And, when people think like that, you cannot change it. Speaking of basketball Jesus, like you could have basketball Jesus, like come to their bedroom and be like, my son, there is no rigging. And they'd be like, yeah, whatever, Jesus, you're in on it. You had that parlay. So you're not convincing them, but just real quick, I'll say it again. Like rigging the draft, the lottery. Okay. So first off, by far, it's not even close. The most successful team when it comes to draft lottery fortune is the San Antonio Spurs. It's not just like Cleveland had a bunch of #1 picks too, but it's not just that. It's that they had #1 picks in which two of the three, they in no way deserved those #1 picks. Their record was not indicative of what it should have been for a 1 seed. They got David Robinson, and by the way, they had to wait like 2 years to get Robinson out of the Naval Academy. Then with Robinson not there and them sucking, or he was hurt, they get Tim Duncan. And then they get Victor Wembanyama a couple years ago. They get 3, I know it's early for Victor, but 3 first ballot top 50 players of all time with their #1 picks.
Right. Okay,
so then the question is, why is the NBA going to rig the lottery for a bottom 3 market? Okay, second question, you have a bunch of media in the room. You have the accounting firm, a Schreiber and Merger that are in there as well, that they would all go to jail for racketeering and God knows what else if it was ever, like literally they would go to jail. It wouldn't be like a fine and loss of a draft pick, although it would. They would go to prison, federal prison, if they were ever caught. So you got to get them in on it. You got to fool all the media members that are watching the lottery balls with the codes. It's not like a lottery ball comes up and, oh, it's the Hawks. It's like all these different numbers and crap that they get into. But then even beyond that, if you're still not convinced, okay. Literally every single owner in the NBA is a multi-billionaire. So you're telling me that, Jason, you're a multi-billionaire, which means you have this giant ego and you think you're right about everything and everything that comes with being a billionaire. And you're just going to sit by while the NBA quietly, without you knowing, or noisily with you knowing, you're just going to sit by while the NBA rigs the lottery for other teams.
Right.
You're not going to say anything. You're just going to keep losing. And
I'm okay with this.
You're fine with that. And then through all the years of lottery balls, not one of you is going to sell the team or be on your deathbed or write a tell-all or a article with People Magazine or what's that one, Highlights that you find in Boy's Life, whatever it may be. Like, I understand some conspiracies are real. Some things, are worth checking out. I think Luka and the trade to the Lakers and Cuban selling, I think there's something there. Sniff, sniff. But it gives real, actual, conspiracies it gives them a bad name when somebody just puts it in there. Well, it's rigged. It's not possible for them to rig. Right. If you think it through. But I guarantee you whoever was saying that was like, oh, you're on the take too, pal.
You're rigged.
You're rigged. All right. ChatGPT.
Your friend.
My friend ChatGPT said, hello, David. When I asked her, this is during the game. I said, hey, I need you to help me. It was yesterday morning, bright and early, that I asked these questions. How would ChatGPT handle a rebuild of the Sacramento Kings, Jason? And I tweeted this all out at 7:54 in the morning yesterday, just to show you what I do on my Sunday mornings. There are some errors here. There are some fallacies here. We'll point those out, but I think ChatGPT has most of it right.
Okay, let's go.
This is all ChatGPT talking now. All right, so now we're in full teardown with a strategic rebuild on the way. Fox is gone, Sabonis is gone, Levine is gone, DeRozan is gone.
Whoa.
This is no longer a retool. This is a complete organizational reset with the goal of creating a Thunder-style long-term title core built around Keegan Murray, young players acquired in the trades, and a mountain of draft picks.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, give me a rebuild scenario for the Sacramento Kings with detail based on trading the following players.
Okay, but did you use the word Thunder style?
No.
Wow.
No, I did.
They did Thunder?
No, I did not. Nope.
Okay.
Here is exactly how I, ChatGPT, would run the rebuild as the Sacramento Kings GM. Chapter 1. The 2025-2030 Sacramento Kings Super Reset Title Plan, or SRTP as we're going to call it. This plan assumes you're trading Sabonis, Levine, and DeRozan all within a year. The result, an elite war chest of picks, minutes for young players, clean cap sheets, and a modern identity. When I said there were errors, I think ChatGPT is overvaluing these players. I don't think we're going to get a mountain of elite draft picks. Right. One can hope, but I think the not a fatal flaw, but the flaw in its logic is throughout this, I think they think we're getting more than we're going to actually get. Anyways, with the All-Stars gone, you build a team modeled after the 24 Thunder, the 23-24 Celtics, the 24-25 Rockets, and the 2020 Raptors. What does that mean? Long wings, switchable defenders, versatile ball handlers, no one-ball dominant guy, 5-out spacing, high athleticism, and speed. Keegan becomes your Mikal Bridges, Jaden McDaniels type, a two-way cornerstone, not your number one scorer. Your future number one will come via the draft. Asset management, Chapter 2. After trading Sabonis, Levine, and DeRozan, you want 8 to 12 first-round picks over the next 5 drafts. Now, let's start with the fact that they have 5. So the assumption here is that you're getting 3 to 7 first-round draft picks out of those trades. I don't know that 3 is off the table. They probably wouldn't be great, but I could see, Zach LaVine to the Lakers for their pick in 2 years, and that's going to be in the mid-20s. I don't think 3 is out of the ballpark. But I think 8 is out of the ballpark. 2 to 3 young blue chip players, age 19 to 23. Cap flexibility in 2027 onward after analyzing current cap. That's dead on. This is very similar to how OKC set up their run. They don't include the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So I'm going to point these out. Chapter 3, trade plans for each star. Trade Sabonis. Number 1, Sabonis has real value as a regular season engine. Teams where he fits, perhaps. The Knicks, the Warriors, the Heat, the Bulls, if they were to retool. The Pelicans and the Mavericks. I think that's assuming you put him next to Anthony Davis. B, trade Zach LaVine. His value isn't sky high, but expiring deals and maybe a pick is realistic. Destinations, Lakers, Sixers, Magic, Jazz, Nets. Expected return, 1 first-round pick, protected, maybe 1 young role player, but more importantly, expiring money. Example, the Lakers get LaVine, Kings get Rui Hachimura, and a 2026 first top 10 protected. Money doesn't add up with Rui Hachimura. So again, there's some errors in here. C, trade DeMar DeRozan. Veteran-only contender, value is smaller, expected return, 2 second-rounders, perhaps a rotation shooter, and expiring contract. I think that's in the ballpark. Mm-hmm. Draft strategy. The Kings must now tank subtly. Prioritize 19 to 21-year-olds. Target star upside over safe role players. This year, a 6'6 to 6'9 wing creator, a guard with elite feel, high defensive ceiling. Those are the types they should look for. Next year, a top 5 shot creator, a rim protecting 5 who can switch. You want 2-star level prospects, ideally by 2026. Well, yes, of course you do. Free agency philosophy. Big red X is here. No long-term deals. No overpaying mid-tier vets. No, quote, save the season move. This is where I virtually high-five ChatGPT. Only 1-year deals, 23 to 26-year-olds with upside, defensive wings, athletic lob threats, and shooting specialists. Okay? 26-27 is a foundation year. You hope to draft a top 5 talent, start your switch-heavy system, 32 to 36 wins. That's next year. 27-28, young core clicks, add a meaningful free agent, 42 to 46 wins, play in. 28-29, the rising contender. Your drafted number 1 option is hopefully now a star. Keegan is in his full prime, 48 to 53 wins. As far as an organizational philosophy goes, core identity, defensive DNA, switch 2 to 4, wall off the paint, fly around with length. Offensive DNA, 5 out or 4 out, ball finds energy, no heliocentric one-man show. Cultural DNA, share it, guard your yard, no plays off. This ChatGPT saying guard your yard. I love it. Defensive philosophy. Primary coverage. Switch 2 to 4. 5 players drop versus most pick and rolls. At level versus elite pull-ups. Help rules. Nail help from the top versus automatic versus drives. Tag from high man on the roller. Rotate out in chains. No middle. Force baseline or into your shot blocking big. Not into the middle. Love this. Okay. They have offensive philosophy, rotational philosophies. Then I said, how would you message it? How would you message it? It's easier said than done. Team's got a job to do. Mm-hmm. Here's exactly how you communicate this type of rebuild to Kings fans, including tone, language, structure, and strategy. Number 1, the messaging. After years of frustration, uneven drafts, reliance on stars who didn't get it done in treadmill seasons, you cannot say we're rebuilding again or anything close to trust the process. Fans will snap. Instead, the PR strategy must frame this rebuild as a decisive break from the mistakes of the past, a shift to modern, league-aligned, proven models, Oklahoma City, Boston, Minnesota, a plan rooted in evidence, not hope, a positive choice, not a forced reset, and most importantly, a rebuild centered around transparency, which Kings fans have rarely been given. Number 2, the core talking points. I know we're late. Number 1, we're not starting over, we're building correctly. This reframes rebuild to course correction. Number 2, this is the first time in 20 years we're building with draft capital instead of without it. I don't agree with that. Number 3, we're building a sustainable playoff core on a championship timeline, not chasing short-term play-ins. Fans hate treadmill teams. Number 4, this is the model the best teams use. Long wings, defensive identities, multiple creators. Name drop, OKC, Boston, Minnesota. Makes it feel smart, modern, not desperate. Number 5, we will be transparent and accountable throughout this process. Kings fans rarely feel front office transparency. No more shortcuts, no more half measures. Finally, this is the exact speech your GM would give at the press conference. Over the past several years, we've made progress, but we have also hit a ceiling. Our goal is not to be a team fighting for the play-in every year. Our goal, and the goal you deserve, is sustained contention, the kind that gives you a real chance to win a championship, not for one season, but for a decade. To get there, we need to make difficult decisions, and we will make them with clarity, purpose, and a long-term vision. Today, we're resetting our foundation the way the best teams in the league have done it, through young, versatile players, through multiple upcoming draft classes, and through a modern identity built on defense, length, and skill. We are not starting from scratch. We are building with intention. We have a strong collection of draft assets. We have a young core that will fit the future of NBA basketball. We have financial flexibility for the first time in years. And we have a plan rooted in the same approach that built teams like the Thunder, the Celtics, Minnesota, the Pistons, and more. This will take patience. It will take development. It will take trust, but it will not take as guesswork. Every move from here has a purpose. We will be open to you. We will be accountable to you. We will not take shortcuts. Sacramento is the best fans in basketball. You deserve a team that contends for championships. We are building that team the right way, the sustainable way, the way that gives Sacramento its best chance at the future you deserve. This is not a reset. This is the blueprint. Then it goes on to actually say how to handle each audience, from season ticket holders to
Oh my
media
gosh.
members to everything. My point is, I don't think it's that far off.
Way to go, ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
They make it sound simple.
Maybe I could be the GM of the team, because that's what I do.
There you go.
ChatGPT, should I make this trade? No? Okay. I reject it. ChatGPT, should I draft this guy? Yes. Boom. Why not? ChatGPT would be cheaper. We'll take a break. When we come back, soup-sized Kings Rewind. Look back at the Kings T-Wolves and the Kings Spurs. We're going to jam through this, and we will take no prisoners on this one. They were losses, but they will be fun. We'll do that next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It's the energy all around you. Lightning and the thunder. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. Thunder. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Get Black Friday savings during the Happy Honda Days excitement going on now at Stockton Honda, Northern California's best Honda dealer. You'll score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
There's no championship league for small business owners. But if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation. One-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. Sign up for free at Lenovo.com/pro.
Lenovo. At Bank of America, we asked our teammates, what makes this company a great place to work?
There's very little that you can't accomplish working for Bank of America.
If you prove yourself, you can try over in a totally new way.
You can learn so much here. You're the owner of your career.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know? It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Let's get right to it. Supersized Kings Rewind, that means 2, and we got to get to them now. Go ahead, run tape.
The Kings Rewind. What actually happened last night? Let's travel together. Brought to you by Revival at the Sawyer.
Jason.
That's right. Let's tell you about our sponsor first, Revival at Sawyer. Show your Sactown Sports 1140 app at Revival. You can buy one beverage, get another 50% off your next beverage. That's good for the entire month of November. So thank you to Revival at Sawyer. All right, here we go. Two for the price of one here for you. As the Sacramento Kings 5-game road trip began on Friday night in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, God. And then that little picture of you.
It was the second matchup between the Kings and the Timberwolves, and it was also an NBA Cup game.
The trophy's 12 feet high, and it is glorious. I've seen it.
Minnesota certainly made a choice with their Cup court, as the floor was a sight to be seen. Well, I mean, how could you not see it?
How could you?
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
Coach Doug Christie made a lineup switch as Russell Westbrook went into the starting lineup for Dennis Schroeder.
What the hell? Russell Westbrook?
The Timberwolves had a 16-2 run in the first quarter, but by the end of the first, the Kings were within striking distance as they trailed by just 5.
We're not that bad.
Hey, Hobo Johnson.
Also in the second quarter, Russell Westbrook hit an NBA milestone as he delivered his 10,000th career assist.
And one hell of a model American.
He is.
The halftime score was 61-61, with the Kings looking much better than they had in their previous few games.
Oh, I'm so happy I can't even feel my arms.
In the third quarter, the T-Wolves' key defender, Jaden McDaniels, slipped and was down. He signaled to the sideline that he was done. He even took his jersey off and left it at center court.
That's simply awful.
At some point, we need to have awards for Kings Rewind. For example, is Will Ferrell the MVP?
He's up there.
I think he is, right?
Will Forte, too.
Will Forte really is. Back to you.
After 3 quarters, the Kings were down just 1 as Domantas Sabonis was going off to the tune of a season-high 31 points.
Sabonis, I missed that.
Well, the beginning of the fourth saw the Kings in a 94-94 tie. And, oh, by the way, McDaniels was back in for Minnesota.
Oh,
yeah.
From that point on, the Kings fell off the proverbial cliff.
That's when I blow it.
Minnesota beats the Kings for the second time. That dropped the Kings to 0-2 in the Cup and virtually eliminates them from any chance at Las Vegas.
Jesus, we worked our whole life, and what do we have to show? Nothing.
That is 5 consecutive losses, and now they head to San Antonio to meet old friends De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes.
I know, Dad, I know.
Well, before Sunday's game even played, the Kings got a pep talk and words of encouragement from NBA legend and Spurs legend George the Iceman Gervin. He's a legendary scorer, an iconic Spur, and the one thing he could do is finger roll.
Cool.
The Kings' game plan with San Antonio was centered all around slowing down Victor Wembanyama.
Incredible.
But early in the day, word was out that Victor was out, and what an opportunity now for Sacramento.
Je le m'assois, mon le casa, von le casa le chou.
Elle est dérangée avec nous.
Ouais.
So without Wemby, the Spurs counted on their veterans, and ironically, they were former Kings and Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah. Fragile ego, fragile body, weak mind, weak spirit.
Well, the three-point line was a huge weapon for the Spurs as they were connecting at a very high rate.
Oh, good for you.
And the Kings were staying somewhat close, but it felt like they were running uphill all game long. Russell Westbrook hit another milestone as he moved ahead of John Havlicek and Paul Pierce on the all-time scoring list, surpassing a couple of Celtics legends.
Face facts, my friend. You're just no longer that good. Will Hunting? Now, how do you like them apples?
Well, Kings coach Doug Christie tried a challenge late in the game and lost for just the second time this season.
Hey, my name's Paul. This is just between y'all.
In the fourth, the Kings could never close the gap, and by the end of the day, they lost for the sixth consecutive game and now have a disappointing record of 3-11.
Gross.
Road trip continues on Wednesday against the defending champs OKC for the third time this season.
Chet Holmgren? Fucking Zagger! Chet Holmgren doesn't even look like a basketball star. He looks like a guy from eSports.
And now you know how the weekend went for the Sacramento Kings.
All right. Well, that's one. Here's what we'll do. We'll take a quick break now, and then we'll lead off the next segment, 8 o'clock, with part 2. Kings and... Wait. You're looking at me funny. I just realized something. Hold on. You combined both. Yeah, I Jason, sometimes my brain is just
ChatGPT. Is Dave okay?
It's just a bad place. And the fact of the matter is that I can look at you, and without you even saying anything, I know exactly what happened.
What happened?
I'm wearing a quarter zip. Not feeling it.
Okay.
We'll take a break. Instead of that, when we come back, we'll get postgame reaction.
Okay.
We got Doug Christie. We got Kings. We got you at 1-800-920-1140. And I'll go dunk my head in the toilet. So when we come back, all of that next.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, athletics, and Republic FC with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Some nights just call for something better, a place above the noise, where the skyline glows and the energy feels effortless. That place is Revival at the Sawyer, Sacramento's rooftop escape. All November long, show your Sactown Sports app and enjoy buy one, get one half off beverages. Whether it's golden hour with friends or late night laughter under the city lights, Revival's the place to see and the place to be seen. Revival at the Sawyer, the view, the vibe, the moment. Reserve your table at revivalsacramento.com. Offer valid once per visit per person.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers?
eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't! Yes, he did!
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Well, it was a double-decker loss sandwich for the Kings over the weekend. At least they're done with the Timberwolves, though.
No.
Well, at least after the Spurs game, gets a little easier.
Nope.
Kings have lost 6 in a row. Hey, at least they get a couple days off.
They do have that.
They get to visit
until Wednesday.
Bricktown in Oklahoma City. They get to maybe go to Mickey Mantle's Steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, other fun things to do around OKC. Maybe go check out the Pioneer Woman. She films in Oklahoma somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
By the way, now that I can't ask my Juwan Howard question because Whitey ruined it for me, now when I go to my Kings game this year, I think I will be interviewing Russell Westbrook.
Oh.
And I will ask him about he and his family's relationship with Ree Drummond, the Pioneer Woman, and her family.
That's the big question.
That's the big question I have for Russ. Of course, it might be very. We haven't talked in years. Okay, thanks. Glad I asked. I'll bet she hasn't been asked about that this year though. Not once.
Yeah.
So they face Oklahoma City on Wednesday, and then on paper, the easiest game of this road trip is Memphis.
The second night of a back-to-back.
Which is the second night of a back-to-back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's that. And then they go to Denver. And then they come home and they play Minnesota, who they have already played twice this year, and they have lost by 14 and 27.
Yeah, finally after Minnesota is when that's the 18. That's the 18 mark. Doesn't mean,
Yeah.
There's all these wins ahead of them, but that is the juggernaut of the schedule.
That's
that
right.
They will have accomplished.
That is the toughest stretch of the schedule they will have all year. And yeah, they're in the West, and it's the NBA. So, but you come home, you play Phoenix after Minnesota, and then at Utah, and then home Memphis. So there's 2 winnable games in there, you would think. And then it's at Houston, at Miami, at Indy, at Portland, home Houston, home Detroit, home Dallas, at Lakers. So it's almost in every other, not exact, but in every other of, this. And anyway.
And what did that take you to? What was the date?
That takes you to December 30th at Clippers.
Oh, yeah. So there'll be 2 more added in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that they're the Cup week or the
yes.
Because they have 80 on the schedule,
Yes.
so they'll get. I mean, they're 0-2 and they've lost badly. They're
out.
Yeah,
they're out.
There's
They're
no
out.
way. So
they're out. They're out of the Cup.
They'll get a home and a road game most likely. And
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See who they get put on their schedule.
See who they get put on there.
You're back. You were. There you are.
Oh, I see. You're looking at the green thing. Sorry, everybody. My monitor, because I moved it.
That's what came out.
My monitor came out.
The plug. It's a little, not a lot of
can't really touch it,
Yeah.
or the whole screen goes off, which isn't your problem, except that that's where we're going to be playing these things, which are Doug Christie, Postgame.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, here he is in DeMar DeRozan and his shooting.
Looked to be some arch on that shot, and sometimes it had been flat, but he came out and he was ready to go. So that's who he is. That's him and Zach. That's what they do. And on any given night, it might be the opposite way. So we're just trying to put together those combinations. At the same time, the most important thing is playing to our identity, and that's what we're trying to coach to and play to every single night is defense, rebounding, and share the basketball. And we're making those steps. Now we got to put together that full 48 to get the W.
I think that's part of what's going on, too. Like, if we're looking at yesterday specifically, DeMar had a good offensive game. I think Schroeder had a good offensive game. They had a better game from Monk. Those are all things you'll accept. But Levine was under what he needs to be. Sabonis wasn't. They haven't been putting it all together. Not that everyone's going to have an awesome game. That's just not the way it works. But they don't have a lot of margin for error, and they need more players having good games, and they're not doing it right now.
No, they are not. And it didn't help. Look, 123-110 was your final against the Spurs, and that's all that matters. But there are little psychological things within the result. For example, it probably didn't help that the two leading scorers for the Spurs were, as a matter of fact, 40% of the Spurs starting lineup are Beam Team 1 members that were starters, and Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox, very familiar. Also, look, I see some of it on the chat. I don't think anyone should be taking any of De'Aaron Fox victory laps, because one good game, just like people celebrating after his really crappy fourth quarter performance against Golden State, which pretty much cost them the game. De'Aaron Fox is going to be fine. He's going to be the second option on that team, along with Castle, and I would just leave it there. But he had obviously a great game versus us. 28 points, 11 assists on just 2 turnovers with a steal, and he was 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. So the former Kings combined to do quite well. Now, also, by the way, the Kings lost by 13. Wemby did not play. Their new super pick, Dylan Harper, did not play. Mm-hmm. And Stephon Castle played a grand total of 16 minutes, which is about half of what he would have played. And it was still – and by the way, Jason, 13 points isn't a blowout, but didn't this kind of feel like the Kings just never were in it?
Yeah.
They just were at arm's length.
Yeah. They just couldn't quite get there. It never felt like they were going to win. I will say that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So my other part of the point was when Fox has 28 points and 11 assists, it looks even worse when Zach LaVine has 8 points. It just didn't look great. 8 points in 25 minutes on, and this has been Zach LaVine's. If there's one thing about him that you go, hey, what's the weirdest part of Zach LaVine since he came over to Sacramento? I think without a doubt, he's good for one of these games every one. He took 7 shots. Right. What are you doing taking 7 shots? And I mean, if he was 0 of 7 or 1 of 7, I go, oh, okay, well, maybe he just wasn't feeling it or there was something wrong. He was 3 of 7, which isn't the best. But 4 of those 7 shots were from beyond the arc. He was 1 of 4.
Yeah, if he makes his next one, he's 4 of 8.
Thank you. He's 50%.
It's fine.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing when Zach LaVine's taking 7 shots and DeRozan's taking 15, Westbrook's taking 11, Sabonis is taking 14, Schroeder's taking 13, Monk's taking, God bless you, Malik Monk, 5 of 17. 5 of 17. Monk's taking, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the team taking more shots than Zach LaVine, who started and played 25. I don't know. So here's Doug Christie on that exact question.
Nothing. Just trying to find a lineup that's working. And I just saw him in the hallway and just said, Malik got going, trying to find something. He found a little bit of a game. I was getting ready to put him back in, and Malik hits a shot, gets to the free throw line, or I can't remember exactly what it was. But then, as the game went on, I knew it might have been cold, so wasn't 100% sure. But nothing like Zach is who he is. He's who he is for us. But on any given night, we're trying to find rotations that allow us to get over the hump and win a ball game. And tonight, not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not saying that Doug's being silly. I understand the logic behind it. I just, golly, man, if there's, again, from the Tank crowd, that's a perfect move. But tis what it is. Here's Doug on De'Aaron Fox. Fox,
he does what he does. He's going to make shots. Shot well from the three-point line tonight in a double-double. We know he can play. We know he can play at a high level.
Okay. How about playing from behind, Doug, which it seems they constantly are doing here?
Coming out early, we just have to make sure that we're playing with a sense of urgency, because once we get going, you find that urgency in your game, and you find like that good rhythm. But that's where the got to lock arms with each other and just support each other through those times, because it's ultimately about getting stops. You're going to make and miss shots. That's part of the game. You can't allow that to affect any other parts of your game. And if you see something out there on the floor, and we talk about that as a player, something you see, and then you go to it, hey, coach, we got something. Let's go to this. But it's really about the stops, to be honest with you. Defend, rebound, and share the ball. That's the identity of Sacramento Kings, and we're going to continue to pursue that.
Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench. By the way, Dennis Schroeder 2 games off the bench now.
That's been good.
Much better than Dennis Schroeder starting. The whole, Westbrook going against the second unit guys. I'm glad they saw that. Flip it around, and there you go. Here's Dennis Schroeder off the bench.
Listen, Dennis, he was brought here for a reason. Love him, know what he does, and know what he brings. There's no anything like this is the nature of our game, and just trying to find rhythm for the guys, because we're getting off to slow starts, still getting off to slow starts, but he has found a game, and I like to see that in him. I've told him, ultimately stay aggressive, play your game. We love you. This is where you at, and just continue to play with the same passion and desire, and you see it out there, and it's beautiful to watch. So now it's just, finding the ability to start well, play smart, and then finish a game. That's where we're at, because we've been in a lot of these games, and tonight I felt like it's just like one of those things where you're one stop away from really getting over the hump. But those are the things when you get on a drought like this that they're not going to fall your way. You got to go get them. You got to grab them. You got to take them.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Doug said in the previous clip, something I agreed with too, was the fact that, one, I do like Schroeder off the bench. That's looked better. Westbrook in the starting lineup I like better. But Doug said something, Dave, that they're kind of letting the other team set the tone, and then they kind of like, all right, this is the way the game is going, and then they adjust, and then they kind of get – but they're down 12 or they're down 14 or down 8, and I wish they would punch first. I feel like that's something this team's missing.
Is it that they aren't punching first, or is it that they cannot punch first? They literally don't have the ability to punch first.
I don't know. I wouldn't think it's that, but I don't know. It's like, okay, this is the way the game's going to get. Now, yesterday, in their defense, and this isn't – the whole game plan was about Victor Wembanyama. Literally everything was, okay, this is what we're doing. This is how we stop him. This is what we try to do, how we want to attack. And then he's not in. And so everything they schemed for was done because it was going to be a different game. Now, you think you got to take advantage of that opportunity, but the Spurs came out shooting a bunch of threes and making a bunch of threes, and then the adjustments started to happen. But,
Finally, here's Doug on the Spurs. Well, and like most teams, their high shooting percentage against us.
Early on, you got to be able to keep the ball in front of you. I thought some of the swings, catching and ripping through. We just got to be able, and we talked about it at halftime, be able to catch that first move because it's so difficult because, the way the game is played now with such space, you're closing out in space, so you got to sell something, try to catch the first move, therefore then your gap help can be there. That was the biggest thing, which allowed them to get downhill, knock down some threes early, which, they didn't throughout the entirety of the game, but they knocked them down early, which gave them a lot of confidence. But just the ability to catch the first move, and then we just, once you get into that rotation, you just have to sell out and have multiple efforts.
Incidentally, Jason, the Sacramento Kings opponents are shooting. Well, let me start first off, and this is actually really amazing. Team opponent effective. Well, let me just go with opponent shooting percentage so we don't nerd out here. Oklahoma City Thunder this year, our opponents are shooting 41.7%.
Okay.
Followed by Boston and then the Detroit Pistons. 41.7% leads the league. The Sacramento Kings this year, their opponents are shooting 51% against them. That's good for 30th, which also means they are dead last, followed by Brooklyn, New Orleans, and Charlotte. They literally have the worst. Now, we oftentimes will point out that Doug Christie was the catalyst to those 2002, or should I say that 2002 Sacramento Kings team, not filled with great defenders, holding the NBA to the lowest. They were Oklahoma City that year, the lowest opponent field goal percentage. It's almost Shakespearean that he's now the head coach for a team that is dead last in the NBA. Absolute dead last in the NBA. And really, I can go through it here a little bit. Opponent three-point percentage, they're shooting 36.7%. That's good enough for 26th. 2-point, Kings are second to last. New Orleans. True shooting, Kings are second to last behind New Orleans. It just, I don't think it's because Doug hasn't brought it up. I don't think it's because Bobby Jackson, who's in charge of the defense, sucks at defense. I don't think they haven't had film sessions. I don't think it's any of that stuff. I'm going to go back to the analogy we keep using, man. You're asking cows to meow. You're asking dogs to moo. We're asking them, could they be better? I think they could. And also, by the way, part of that is, for the most part, they've played incredibly good teams. Like, if their first 20 games, they were playing the Wizards and the Pacers and the Pelicans three times instead of Minnesota, or Utah instead of Oklahoma City multiple times, they'd probably be, honestly, if you took, this is actually an interesting question, Jason, if you took these first 14 games and if you made the schedule as much against bad opponents instead of it being as much as it's against good opponents right now, like, you just flip it on its ear. I don't think they're 11-3, but I think they're probably around 500. I do. I think I think if you took out all the teams I just mentioned and you filled that with Wizards and Jazz and Pelicans and Mavs, I think they're probably a 500 team. So if I want to, the reason I'm doing that thought exercise kind of with myself is I want to continue to be fair to them. Like, we just put out our folks, our good folks behind the scenes that do this stuff on this. They just clipped up the conversation we had about them being a mid-20s win team. And somebody might look at that on the surface and say, what are you talking about, dude? They're on pace to win 17. But you have to factor in those other mitigating factors. There's also that illogical yet very real, sometimes when teams trade away people with large orbits, they are better. And no disrespect to Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan, but look over at what the Chicago Bulls are doing. And granted, they had a nice draft pick. They added Josh Giddey, who's doing, there were some other things that happened, but they got better when they traded Zach LaVine. They got better. They had a better finish to the year. And I don't think that means Zach LaVine's a bad player. I'm saying they ended up meshing better with the players that they had rather than everybody wait for Zach to shoot and then do your thing. It wasn't his fault. It was just, again, the Bulls were a terrible fit.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're here right now, and I think this team, if nobody got traded and they stayed relatively, healthy, Keegan comes back, yeah, I think they're probably a mid-20s team. But I don't think that's where they want to be.
No, I don't think so either. And I think, the thought, sometimes you make those trades of that orbit you're talking about, and the team gets worse.
Yes.
But at this point, I still think that's got to be their options, is to explore the trades. And I know we did the Chat GPT exercise, which was fun. But I think, I just think logically, when you just look at the chess pieces, it makes sense to get down that road of ultimately moving some. Now, I don't know if that means all of the veteran contracts or some, but I think some of it has to be done. Has to.
If you were to keep one of taking everything into account, play, fit, contract, age.
Mm-hmm. That's an easy answer for me.
Sabonis?
No.
DeRozan?
No.
LaVine?
No.
Who am I forgetting? Sabonis, DeRozan, LaVine. Sabonis.
I'm going off of what your parameters are.
Yeah.
Age.
Contract. I'm sorry. I'm asking an incomplete question. I apologize. Keegan Murray.
No.
No.
Forget the age part. Contract. That's my hint. Of the veterans.
Russ?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be fine if this team
Minimum.
at the end was somehow Russ with a bunch of younger pieces and future assets.
100% agree with you.
Totally fine with that.
100% agree with you. And again, he's kind of in that Drew Holiday mode. He's not he's not the same player, but like that vet that everyone shuts up and listens to, that is always going to play hard. And again, he's been my favorite part of the season.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean, hey, get rid of all those. You have to get. No, that's not what I'm saying. But if that was my choice, and at the end, that just means you have some contract freedom on LaVine and Sabonis. And I do think there's a draw to DeMar. DeMar's going to – I think they could trade him. I think that one might be the easiest. And so now you just try to find your best deal because DeMar should be on a team that –
Who of those three would you keep? Same parameters. DeMar, Sabonis, LaVine, and I can tell you, I won't tell you what we're getting for him, but I will say you can snap your fingers and two of those three will be traded this year.
Well, then, ironically, I think I would keep DeMar because of I'm thinking 100% contract, not style of play, not need, necessity. I think you just free up so many. Your avenues become way more open if you are lighter. $90 million,
which is,
I mean, you're getting money back,
of course,
but I think there's a direction of those potential trades. Again, that doesn't mean Sabonis has to go,
right,
or LaVine has to go. But the way you frame the question, I just think contractually, I think there's more appeal of those two moving. But DeMar, I think is going to. I just believe they'll trade him.
I think so too. I think so.
Yeah,
I think that's the easiest one, if not the second. Dwayne, good morning. You're on with Jason and Dave.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Listen, man, I was here for all of this, man. The disintegration of the Beam team, bro. The breakdown of the Beam team, bro.
Yep.
You know, what's really embarrassing and really disrespectful is how teams don't even play their best players when they play the Kings. They let their best players rest, and they still come out with a win. Wemby didn't even play.
You're 100% right, and I think that's
DeMar DeRozan.
Go. I was just going to capitalize your point there. I wasn't in the training room for the Spurs, but I certainly got the feeling that Wembanyama could have played yesterday had it been a team they really needed him for, and they went up rest day. So, Dwayne, your point's very valid.
Yeah, and as far as who you keep, I mean, the disintegration of the Beam team has been ugly because you got McNair gone. You got Mike Brown gone. And I'm sorry, Christie doesn't hold a candle to Mike Brown when it comes to coaching. I like him. I love him, but not a head coach. And your star point guard's gone. And so what you got to do is you got to get rid of DeRozan because I know he had 27 last night, but he was also minus 23 when he was on the floor. You got to get younger. You got to get guys who care about defense. So that's all I got to say today, man. But I'll talk to you another day. Love y'all.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Too. Okay. Yeah. I feel bad for the fans. that are the fan. There are some that, were really prepared for this. There are some that very understandably wanted evaluation and maybe are coming around to it now. There are some that haven't gotten there yet, which is totally understandable, and it's going to take another few. You know what else, though, Jason? There are some, we could be 50 games into the season, and they're just, that brain doesn't work that way. And I'm not here to insult them. I'm here to express my envy and admiration for them. I really do. Like I don't know how Sign Lady feels about this team. Like if Nico and Sign Lady were doing a podcast, which by the way they should. In my mind, I cannot imagine Barbara Rust coming on and being like, "This team sucks, man. I got to be honest. Next sign I make is going to be for a number one pick," and that's just not how she operates. Yeah. I think my guess is that she just takes every single game as its own little book, and she's like, hey,
some books are better.
Some books are better. Win or lose, I'm going to pick a couple, 3 signs to bring to focus on. Maybe her strategy is like, you know what, this person's back or from injury, or this person needs a little kick in the, not a pat on the back, like, hey, we believe in you, and I think that's her season.
Yeah.
And I'm so jealous of that. That's what a great place to be mentally.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of there are fans that become attached. They've attached to the team. They get attached to certain players, and then, hey, those players are playing tonight.
That's right.
And I want to see player X play well.
That's
and
right.
They're playing this team. I'm rooting for the Kings.
Yep.
I hope my player goes off, and this is fun. And, they lost.
It's awesome.
All right, next game is Wednesday. Let's try again. There's some fans like that.
We'll get them next time.
Right.
Hey, you know what? We'll get them next time.
Yeah, and that could be 60 wins or 20, which is a huge difference, but it's like, that's still my team.
People look at those fans as casuals. I look at those fans as the secret antidote. Those are the fans I'm envious of. Those are the fans, the ones that are able to just, it's not life or death. Root for your team and go home, and you'll get them next time, and you're still going to have a hot meal and your family and a car that runs. Like, inject that into my eye, dude. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe Sign Lady's like, she's like cracking her signs over her knee when she gets up. I can't do it.
Amazing visual.
That is an amazing visual that I don't think is happening. We'll take a break. Matt Barrows at 9 a.m. to talk about your San Francisco 49ers and their win. Speaking of football, we'll switch real quick as I hit my bell to 4-down territory. Best and worst of the week next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options. Heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Now is the time before winter is full on in your kitchen to make sure your heat or your furnace is ready. How do you do that? Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating will get the job done for you like they did for me last winter when our system crashed and burned in the dead of winter. Check them out, leesair.com. Right now, get $100 off any AC heating or plumbing repair. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating does it all, and they've been doing it at a high level for 40 years. See how they can help you stay warm and cozy all winter at leesair.com. That's Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, license number 635355.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip, if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Do you hear that? Do you hear this?
It looks like they're all here, boss.
Do you hear this? That's the sound of our fully stocked Big O Tires warehouse, ready to offer you a great deal this holiday season. Now through December 7th, buy 3, get 1 free on Big O branded tires with installation purchase. You'll also get our industry-leading ProTech Plus warranty for free, only at Big O Tires. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this or if it's super obvious or if somebody out there. You ever notice I was coming up the stairs? You ever notice that at the very bottom step, like let's say it's like gray carpet like ours, there's like a brown line on the bottom step and there's a brown line on the top step. Looks like tape or something, but is there a reason there's got to be a reason for that, right?
Maybe for your eyes. I don't know that you just don't notice it subtly, but
yeah. Is that like a subtle thing telling you you've made the bottom of the stairs?
Maybe.
You've made the top of the stairs.
Good work.
Probably like it would look flat if you have really bad eyesight. So like you would trip if you got close to the stairs going up, and then you would fall down the stairs if you got close to the stairs going down.
I have a friend that could have used that on a stage once. That would have been very helpful.
I remember hearing about that.
If you know, you know. Three River Madness was earlier, Jason. We had a lot of fun with that.
We did.
We did.
Want to do it again?
No, let's do 4-down territory.
Okay.
First down.
Which individual had the best week in the NFL?
I mean, you throw for 3, you rush for 3. That's the best week. I ain't overthinking it, dude. Take a bow. Josh Allen. We talked about it yesterday. Like, what in the HE double hockey sticks is going on with the Bills and their loss to the Dolphins? But not the case last week. That's as good a response as you want against a good team in the Buccaneers. It was a fun game. It was a very entertaining game. But they won, and Josh Allen's the man.
Yeah, that's my nominee as well, too. Josh Allen, historically, too, the 6. He's passed. Or did he tie and pass Cam Newton for most touchdown rushing? I mean, he, he's phenomenal and had been a little bit up and down, but that was one of his stellar performances. So, yeah, he had the best of the week for me.
Second down.
Which individual had the worst week in the NFL?
I knew his name, but then I forgot it, so sorry. The freaking ref that called the pass interference at the end of the Lions-Eagles game. Dude, what are you thinking? Are you serious? Like, I get mostly mad at the roughing the QB. Well, like, there are real roughing the quarterback calls, but some of them, these guys get tackled and the defender does everything but put a pillow underneath them. And I'm not one of those guys that's like, football's not, these guys should be out there wearing bikinis. Like, I get it. Protect the players. I understand that. I'd rather err on that side.
Yeah.
But, dude, that was not even in the vicinity of pass interference. I'm not saying it cost the Lions the game. Like we were talking about the Sac State play. You don't know what's going to happen after that. That was a garbage play. Gave the Eagles a first down.
And basically ended it.
And all I would say, whoever that ref is, get some glasses, Blue.
You got him.
Come on, you zebra.
I know, and it's on, it's the last game. It's the spotlight game. You're hopefully, the refs thing, hopefully you're never noticed. Well, you were noticed.
You were noticed, pal.
I'm going to go with worst week going to Justin Herbert of the Chargers. Chargers are weird. They have some great wins this year. They have some bad losses. They were having a bad day. They were getting worked by Jacksonville. He got banged up, ultimately left the game at the end. Trey Lance comes in. He should be fine going forward, but I don't know. They chargered yesterday, and Herbert fell in line with that team. And
they chargered.
I'm going to give it to him. Under 100 yards passing. Yeah, it was a bad day.
Third down.
Which team had the best week in the NFL?
Could have said the Jaguars. That'd be a good one. There's a few big win for the Rams. Niners put up 40. I get all that. And heck, even, I'm probably taking yours, and I'm sorry, even the Broncos, big win. I'm going to give it to Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears.
Excuse me?
The Chicago
First place?
First place.
What?
I apologize.
Where did that come from?
I know MC on the chat's loving that. I was just a year off, Jason. Damn it, I was a year off with the Bears. They are 7-3. Although I will say, I was looking at something yesterday, Jason. So the Bears are 7-3. Even more importantly, they're 7-1 since they started the season 0-2 with a loss at home to the Vikings by 3. And then the Lions just bat-flapped them 52-21. But listen to their wins. Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders, Saints, Bengals, Giants, Vikings now. And the Vikings are a worse team than we originally thought they'd be. Okay, so that's not exactly a murderer's row, right?
Right.
Here's their schedule to finish the season. Steelers, at Eagles, at Packers, home Browns, home Packers, at Niners, home Lions.
Wow.
So
you're saying enjoy first place now?
I'm saying if they end up finishing the season in first place, I would be like Red Fox and Elizabeth is the big one. Like I'd be on the ground. You'd have to like fan me with something. Like I want to believe in the Bears. I want them. I like the story for a lot of reasons. I really truly have been a Bear guy the last couple years. My credentials are there. But dude, that is a tale of two schedules right there. It is getting brutal for them. So. Yeah, but they're one of the ones they're supposed to win.
Yeah, good for the Bears. I had the Bears written down. I had the Rams written down. That was a significant win for them. But the team I'm going to land on, the Broncos. You beat the Chiefs, the team that's been the team in your division. They were 1-2. They're 9-2, and they've got good wins all over that schedule.
They do.
And you get separation on Kansas City. You had the Chargers losing as well, so they got a 2-game lead. That's a really good win because the Chiefs had been playing much better. So I think Denver, to me, had the best week.
Wins at the Eagles. Now they beat the Chiefs, as a matter of fact. Their 2 losses were at the Colts by 1. Remember that weird leverage field goal play? At the Chargers by 3. They have won 8 in a row. And they have at Commanders, at Raiders. Last 4 games are going to be interesting. Home Packers, home Jags, at Chiefs, home Chargers.
But if they get the other 2, that's already got them to 11. So there you go.
Change it to the guard, regular season-wise. 4th down.
Which team had the worst week in the NFL?
Yeah, that's going to be the Chiefs for me. That's going to be the Chiefs for me, bro. If I was a betting man, I probably would take just a little bit of money. We're talking 2, maybe low 3 digits. And by low 3, I mean 100. I don't know what the odds are of the Chiefs winning the AFC Championship, but I gotta think they're pretty not great. And I would probably do it just because, again, until they're counted out, I have a tough time counting them out. But whoa, Nelly, the Chiefs, as you just put out there, dude. The Chiefs are now in the AFC West. They are 5-5, ahead of only the Raiders. They are 3 back of the Broncos, effectively 4 back right now with the tiebreaker. They are not a playoff team as of right now. As a matter of fact, they're a game back of the Jaguars. But they've got the Texans ahead of them, the Jags ahead of them. Could they get in there as a wild card and run the... Yes, of course they could. We've seen it before, but man, they're not looking good, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go. I was debating between a team like Minnesota, who lost yesterday to the Bears, and McCarthy was bad. So it's like, this is a guy they're really counting on. But I'm going to go to Atlanta. This is a weird one. I know I don't have huge expectations for them, but with Tampa losing, they were playing Carolina, so they could have defeated them, gotten a little closer to the top of the standings. And then word today, it looks like they might lose Michael Penix for the rest of the year. So you want to be healthy, building with some young QB and young talent around that offensive skill set. But I'm going to go with the Falcons.
I'm looking at the Chiefs. They were up 16-10 on the Ravens, but then Lamar Jackson, that's where he hurt his hamstring. So really, and they beat the Ravens. But when you look at the Chiefs' wins, Jason, Giants, Ravens with half a Lamar. Lions, that's a good win.
Mm-hmm.
Raiders and Commanders.
Okay.
They have lost to the Chargers, the Eagles, the Jaguars, the Bills, and the Broncos. And 3 of those, the Jags, the Bills, and the Broncos, were on the road. Now, when we look ahead, it's going to be a really interesting matchup. They've got the Colts at home this week. Wow. Then they're at the Cowboys, home Texans, home Chargers, at Titans, home Broncos, at Raiders. There is a path there.
Yeah. This one's a big one, though. They don't want to get below 500.
No. Although then they win the draft lottery and they get Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, man, they're stacked.
We'll take a break. When we come back, who's hot, who's not, what's hot, what's not. We'll recap how did James Less do in the Celebrity Pick 6. Is he going to be Jim Moore this week? Maybe think of Jim Moore. Playoffs. We'll do that.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, UC Davis, and Sac State with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news. They're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top-tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30-gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
What's hot, what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
No way, dude. I can't wait that long.
Okay.
Who's hot?
Who's hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's hot?
I was going to say Josh Allen, but you guys hit on that pretty well.
That's right.
And my brother-in-law is a huge Bears fan. And since my niece was born, the Bears are undefeated. So
you,
wait, so
I'm not saying it.
What?
There's no way to say it without being taken out of context.
Say it.
That means your niece is hot?
No, we're not doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
What are we doing?
Who's hot in this situation then? Is it the bear? Is it the niece? Is it your relative?
I think just
where do we assign the hot?
Whole situation.
All
just
right.
really going great.
I told you.
The Bears are hot.
She just has no idea that the Bears are bad at like football historically.
All she knows is that, the Bears are always a dominant team.
Yeah.
She wants winners. And that's what she's got.
She will not accept anything less.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
By the way, in about 2 to 3 years, see if she's eligible. Maybe we bring back Beat the Baby and have her guess the odds.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. It's a good
Always
segment.
picking the Bears.
Always looking for her. We need to get one of Alan's kids, dude.
Yeah.
Who's not?
The Chargers.
Oh.
Even with Justin Herbert out, giving up 29, being beat by 29 points by the Jaguars without Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. The Jaguars. Am I saying it wrong?
No, you
say it like a lot of people say
You
it.
say it like a lot of people say.
Jaguars?
You say Jaguar.
Yeah, but should I say Jaguar?
I think it's
Jaguars.
either Jaguar or Jaguar, which is the English way. You know who else? What another word is like that? There's a lot of people that say like, "Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?" They say wolf, but it sounds like woof. Wolf.
Jaguar.
But
a lot of times Jaguars.
Yeah, you do
like
hear
it's
a lot
Jagwire.
Yeah, Jaguar.
Jaguars.
Hey, you know what? You're a Jaguar.
You're a Jaguar.
Okay. You're a Jaguar. All right, something happened during the break, and I don't know what it was.
Yes.
And you said it's an on-air thing, and so now
it's an on-air thing because you like on-air things.
I love on-air things.
So you very insightfully this weekend incorporated talking about the Kings. GPT.
Yes.
With the assistance of my lovely and talented brother.
Oh.
He asked.
Is that the better looking one? He always says he's the better looking one. Okay.
I'm not going to admit that.
I gotcha.
Dave, he asked this question to ChatGPT this morning. How do we keep Carmichael Dave from going insane? You ready for the response?
Yes.
If the goal is to keep Carmichael Dave from going insane, there are several scientifically backed, sports fan tested, Sacramento approved strategies. Number 1, limit Kings-related stress exposure. So enforce a daily quota of Kings content. For example, no more than 45 minutes of worrying about the bench rotation.
Well, but
install a shot caller that activates when he says, "Why can't we hit free throws?"
What?
This is ChatGPT. Number 2, mandatory wellness breaks. 10 minutes of mindfulness. You'll love this. 20 minutes of dog videos.
Oh.
This will be torture. 0 minutes of reading Twitter replies.
Oh.
Number 3, sports talk show host survival kits includes noise-canceling headphones, stress ball shaped like De'Aaron Fox, a laminated card that reads, "You are not responsible for the Kings' shooting percentage."
I like that.
Number 4, a daily compliment requirement. So someone must remind him once per day, hey, your takes are above average.
I would like to nominate the chat and the text line for that. I would like everyone, we're all in this together. If we're going to do 4 hours of this for the next 68 games.
This is to keep me from going insane.
Keep me from going insane, which I understand and admit that to some people that would be really entertaining. But I would like one compliment on my takes per day from everybody.
Okay, another one from the chat. You're responsible for this. You look younger than a radio host should.
I love that. Okay. Unfortunately, though, what a wrong day for that since I got the beard going. I think it adds
the quarter
years.
Zip, though. Hello.
Thanks,
yeah.
Hey.
And the last one on that category, they're supposed to tell you, you're right about the Niners.
You know what I am?
Yeah.
I am right about the Niners.
So number 5, rotate his trigger topics. Limit him to one of the following per day. The refs, city council, the Kings draft history, and light rail.
Right. I'll let Mike Barnbaum take care of that.
Okay. Number 6, hydrate and feed regularly. Low blood sugar turns any sports personality into a gremlin.
I got both. Healthy,
a little sugar there.
Little healthy. It's a low blood sugar. I'm making it high. I'm enjoying some coffee.
And I think you'll like this one, probably the most. Number 7 and last. Encourage non-sports hobbies like barbecuing, gardening, and reorganizing his studio for the 47th time.
Okay, can I just say what kind of bothers me is that they know. Like ChatGPT has way too good of knowledge of me actually personally. Where the hell are they getting this from? Twitter?
You have talked to ChatGPT.
I have.
Lot.
Oh man.
ChatGPT, your conversations are going against you.
Holy crap. So if your brother is talking to ChatGPT the way I talk to ChatGPT, then ChatGPT kind of knows a little bit about me through our conversations.
ChatGPT can't keep their mouth shut. So, curious what you thought about that.
I like that.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense, especially like the barbecuing and the gardening.
Yeah, that's on
like that makes a ton of sense.
I don't know where the light rail and city council came in, but that's okay. It's not perfect.
Hey, ChatGPT. Hey.
Hey there. Sounds like you might have had a little city council cameo in the background. No worries at all.
Okay.
I'm here and ready to chat.
No, here's what ready to what?
Chat.
Oh, okay. Did you hear that too?
I did.
All right, here's my question. If I talk to you about stuff that's just you and me and our unique relationship, and then my colleague's brother also talks to ChatGPT, are you there sharing like personality traits you've learned from me with somebody else who talks to you on a different ChatGPT app?
Nope, not at all. Each conversation I have is private to whoever I'm talking to.
You're full of garbage.
Well, I get that you might feel skeptical, and that's totally okay.
Stop lying.
I hear you, and I definitely want to reassure you that I'm really not lying.
Okay.
Lawyer talk.
Wow.
Right.
I mean, that's what I would say if I was sharing your secrets.
I would say, here's the note. Limited. This is like.
You want me to screenshot this and send it to you?
Please do. Please do. This is like when someone about my sleep schedule, though, right? And they're like, well, you just need to sleep better. And I'm like, bro, I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning, and I can't usually go to bed until after 10:30 because of games. Like, my job, I got to see what I can get, like, limiting exposure to the Kings. How do I even do that? Or maybe it's just, I just only think about the Kings when I'm watching the games.
Right.
And writing the show and doing the show, which is still like 9 hours a day. I don't like the shot caller option.
Okay.
Now, if ChatGPT wants to say shot caller, baller, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but the 20 minutes of dog videos, you're fine with that. You probably exceed that.
I have dog videos on in my bedroom right now as we speak.
For the dogs.
For the dogs. Wow. The dogs are in their kennel, and they're watching their favorite doggy videos.
They're probably going, can we have people videos?
They probably want to see videos of animals getting, like bitten by wolves and stuff. But these are nice.
Woofs.
Like, there will be a squirrel that woofs. There'll be a squirrel that pops up. Maybe like a little bird that eats from a hummingbird that's fast and that tweets and stuff. Not like on social media, but tweet. I like the 20 minutes of dog videos. I think the Twitter thing's a really good idea, and that would be really, really good. I do have a King stress ball at home, but wouldn't I want it to be a non-King stress ball? Non-King stress ball.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. What was the laminated card saying their shooting percentage isn't my fault?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I send it all to you. You have it all now.
I love seeing that. And then I want a stress ball with a picture of our guy Mustache Spider in the chat talking about his love for De'Aaron Fox. I have never seen somebody more triggered about anything in my life, and that's saying a lot. Than this guy anytime anything about Fox or San Antonio comes up on this show.
Is he pro or negative?
He is like, it's like a magnet. It's like the bat signal. And he comes in, he's like, oh, San Antonio Dave, Spurs 1140, keep glazing Fox, roar. Jesus, man. Did he kick your dog? Videos? Well, thank you, brother.
There you go.
Celebrity Pick 6.
Yes.
Give me the music.
Well, you said last week you had a hunch. You had a feeling that Jim Les had some good picks.
I did. I had a feeling.
Let's see how he did. We asked him about the Commanders at the Dolphins. Dave, he picked the Dolphins.
That's 1-0.
Hey, way to go, Coach Les.
On the way.
By the way, our celebrity pick leaderboard, I should remind everybody.
Cody.
Cody's at 4-2. Jerry Reynolds is at 4-2, and that was Coach Les's target. He wanted to beat Jerry.
And those are our leaders.
I have Chris V at 5-1.
Chris V is a member of the show. He does not count, nor is he a celebrity.
Even with Pat asking him to make his picks.
No,
okay.
Fine.
Well, so far, Coach Les, you're 1-0. Former King.
Good job.
Bears at Vikings. He loves the Bears. He said, I can't not pick the Bears. I'm picking the Bears.
What happened?
Bears win. 2-0.
Hey, from the text line. Dave, you are slightly better than Stephen A. Smith. That's it. That's a compliment.
Here we go. Keeping him sane. One text at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So 2-0 for Coach Les. 49ers at Cardinals. He picked the Niners.
Oh, my God. He's halfway there.
Uh-oh.
Coach Les, living on a prayer.
All right. Seahawks at Rams. He took the Seahawks. 3-1. All right. That's fine. He can still be the leader.
Right.
Chiefs at Broncos. Chiefs.
Oh, no.
3-2.
Come on, Coach.
To get him to 4-2.
Come on, Coach. You can
Lions
split the pot with these guys.
At Eagles.
Okay.
He took the Eagles.
4-2.
Coach Les.
We have a new co-leader.
Hey, and he probably got the wins he wanted the most. He loves his Bears. The Bears won, and UC Davis beat Sacramento State Friday night. Les over Bibby in a very good causeway of basketball.
Yes.
So Coach got two big wins that he really wanted.
What are the two he lost? He lost.
That's tough. He picked the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad. And he picked the Seahawks. Wow. 2-point loss and what did the Broncos lose? Or Chiefs lose by a couple, right?
Yeah. You know what's funny? If he'd have just picked the favorites in those games, he would have gone 6-0. Wow.
It's all right.
Good job, Coach
4-2. Very nice. Up there near the top.
Well, you know, who's up there near the top? Matt Barrows, of all-time journalists in the history of journalism.
Right.
He works for the Athletic, and he's going to join us to talk Niners next.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
on Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Around here, Maverick is more than a name. It's who we are. My dad climbed power poles for a living, and he taught me to keep homes running when it gets cold. This November, donate 5 canned foods to our holiday food drive and choose a furnace tune-up or an electrical safety check. We'll collect your cans at the appointment and keep your heat comfy and your lights steady. So the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com. Limited November appointments. Some restrictions may apply.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home with a 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Get Black Friday savings during the Happy Honda Days excitement going on now at Stockton Honda, Northern California's best Honda dealer. You'll score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
KHD 1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Hey. On the heels of who's hot, who's not, I have one of just came across this. This is one of my favorite who's hots of all time.
Okay.
I'm setting a high bar here as we wait for Matt Barrows of The Athletic. Who's hot? Denver in mid-November. The Avalanche, the Broncos, and the Nuggets are a combined 32-9. The last time a Denver team lost at home was September 20th when the Angels beat the Rockies.
Wow.
I even checked the Broncos.
Yeah, won every home game. The Avalanche have won, or I'm not counting. They have a tie at home, or two ties. Or
at
did
home.
Denver lose before the Broncos?
I think Denver might have lost, before. I'll have to check that, but they haven't. And the Nuggets are undefeated at home.
Wow.
How bananas is that, man?
Very much so.
Super bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Broncos are 6-0 at home.
Wow.
Broncos are 6-0. The Nuggets are undefeated. The Avs are undefeated all at home. The last time, use that. Hey, guys, use that. People say they want little factoids they can take around the water cooler.
That's a good one.
The last time a Denver team lost at home was September 20th when the Angels beat the Rockies. And really, when you think about it, when you look at professional sports teams in Denver, the Rockies are like that, like you see the meme with like all the dogs and then there's one dog like going over and playing with its own poop. Like that's the Rockies. My goodness.
Denver would be a pretty cool place, I think, to live.
I agree mostly. I love Denver. I
Right.
love
You would like the weather, I guess. I know it's too bipolar. Is that the problem?
It's too bipolar, and I can't, because I did that in Minneapolis, man. I don't like driving in snow. I don't like snow.
Yeah.
I just don't, dude. I don't like having to scrape your car. I don't like sliding all over the place. Like, I'm not good at snow. I'm afraid to drive in the snow. I'll do it, and I have done it, and I did do it, but I don't like the feeling of coming to a stop and, like, when you start to slide a little bit, and yes, I know the things you have to do, but I don't like the snow part. Like, if I could just, if we were in Denver, I was Michael Dave, I would be like, in the winter, like, once it starts snowing, can we just do the show from home?
Yeah.
And then
Wouldn't
it would
you just be Denver Dave?
Yeah, probably I would be Michael Dave. But then, yeah, like that would be, and then the summers and I mean, it does get warm there. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like here.
No.
And the views, my cousins live in
the choices of things to do
100%.
and the teams you have there.
Oh, my goodness.
Between colleges and all 4 pro sports.
You have so much stuff right there. You're also kind of in the center, not the center, but near the center of the country.
Yeah, but you're in your favorite time zone.
No, I know. Oh,
Mountain
and
time.
also my least favorite airport.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate flying out of or into Denver. It sucks. It's all turbulency. Always.
Well,
but
just don't go anywhere.
My cousins my aunt and uncle live in Castle Rock, which is a suburb of Denver. It's where they used to have that one golf tournament with the Stableford scoring.
Oh, yeah.
That one. And it is, man, go out there in the summer, early spring. It is freaking gorgeous out there. Like Colorado. Is Colorado not all of Colorado, but is the prettiest part of Colorado consistently? Not kind of like, don't bring me Alaska either. It's Alaska. Like, get out of here. And get out of here with Hawaii. I mean, I'm talking about the continental. No, I'm with you, but I'm saying, like, of the lower 48, is Colorado the prettiest? What is, as we wait for Matt Barrows, what is on Mount Lower 48 pretty more?
I mean, honestly, California.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
I mean, people here will point out, well, have you seen this? But really, if you travel through this state, I think it's a gorgeous state.
I think it is like Colorado, like at least a third of it is just like desert, lame, flat, nothing. But like, much like California, like a lot of, like I would say this, California has the most boring square footage, I think, of any state in the United States, and also the prettiest of like, it's just so many, everything from Galt to Castaic at the end of the Grapevine. I know that's random. Everything from Gorman to Galt. There we go. Is just not counting the coast or Yosemite.
Right, because then you're missing those just iconic places.
It's lame. Same thing with like everything north. Again, not counting the sides, but the middle. Everything north of Sacramento to basically the Oregon border, dude. Also, it's like a whole different world.
I do that drive to Bandon every year, and it's like, man, there's not a lot.
There's nothing.
There's Shasta. That's cool.
That's fine.
And then you're past Shasta, and you're like, what's next?
What is next? Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
And I don't want look, Redding and Red Bluff truthers, get out of here.
Humboldt's cool.
But isn't Humboldt coastal?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm saying like no. I love the North Coast. I've said it many, many times. The Sea Ranch, Jenner, Wallala, Manchester, Mendocino County. It's my favorite, maybe my favorite place in all of California. One of them in the world. I don't know. Probably like what? Like California, Colorado, I love Washington.
You do?
I think Washington's gorgeous. I love the Pacific Northwest. But then there's got to be like Massachusetts or something. I don't know. Maine.
I went to Maine once. I thought it was phenomenal. But again, when you go to a place once and I was there for a wedding and we saw some really cool things, but I wasn't there more than a couple days. But it was beautiful. And it was summertime. It was awesome.
Oh, dude. What state falls out? I forgot about Montana. Montana is 100% the top.
That's beautiful.
Montana.
Big sky country.
From the chat line, Dave, have you ever been to Texas? Many times.
That wouldn't be first.
I don't know that it would be in my top 40. Like, what is Matt? We got Matt. Like, what in Texas do you go? Oh man,
hey, Matt's traveled.
He has.
Let's see what he says.
Matt Barrows from The Athletic joining us. Matthew, good morning. Big win over the weekend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Hey, We're doing great. We we were vamping a little bit, and we were thinking, oh, what's on the mount, four prettiest, not counting Alaska or Hawaii, states. And we thought, well, California's in there. Colorado, I think, probably. Montana probably has to be. Then you got a lot left. I mean, are we going Maine? Are we going Florida? I hate Florida, but still. Is there one that sticks out, Matt? Putting you on the spot.
My folks live in Maine, and Maine is gorgeous. You probably want to leave by, I don't know, November.
Yeah.
and not come back until June because spring is actually winter there. So there's that. I grew up in Virginia. I think Virginia's a beautiful, the Shenandoah Valley, the mountains out that way, Charlottesville area.
Is that where the Chesapeake is?
Country. What's that?
Is that where the Chesapeake is in Virginia?
Yeah, it's shared by Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware.
Okay. Last question, because people probably want to hear you talk about Niners. What is the DFW or no? DFW is Dallas Fort Worth. Is it Delmarva? What is that Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia?
Yeah, it's the Delmarva Peninsula, which is that peninsula that forms the eastern boundary of the Chesapeake Bay, and that contains pieces of all three states.
Wow.
How did you know that?
Well, I because that's what I thought it was, because it starts with everything. But I thought maybe that was a little too easy.
Yeah.
Did I just spit on your paper?
No.
Okay, good. But also, it's so weird out there, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, Matt. I mean weird for a Californian, because you drive 20 minutes and you've gone through 3 states, and that's just so foreign to us out here. But everything is just near everything, it seems, out there, Matt.
Yeah, it's basically one big city from Boston all the way to Washington, D.C.
Yeah, which is crazy
Yeah.
when we're here. And by the way, shout out to all the people tuning in on YouTube later today for 49ers Talk with Matt Barrows, who got 5 minutes of geography. Jason, take it away, please.
All right. Well, Matt, of course, is brought to you by Stockton Honda. Matt, Brock Purdy's back. I know we talked to Greg Papa on Friday. He always talks about 30 for Purdy. Well, they got past that. They had a big offensive day yesterday against Arizona. How much of that was just getting Brock Purdy back?
Yeah, Brock Purdy was a big part of it. I think playing the Cardinals was a big part of it. My whole take was, if you're looking for a game in which your quarterback who hasn't played for 6 weeks, your wide receiver who hasn't played for 6 weeks, and you're starting to work in your rookie linebacker, Nick Martin, who saw some action for the first time this year. The Cardinals game was the perfect opportunity for that. Allowed those guys to get their feet wet and sort of maybe allowed this team to finally get on a roll that they can sustain. They've been on this win-loss jag for a while now. That's the question moving forward, obviously. Can they take the momentum out of this Cardinals game and keep it going pretty much the rest of the season? Because that's what it's going to take. I think they are in the playoffs right now if the season ended right now. But, the Panthers are competing with them for a spot. They play them on Monday night. And then the Bears come after the bye. They're competing for a spot. And then the season ends with the Seahawks. So there's some critical games left on the schedule. This team needs to, I know that the defense is never going to really rise to the occasion, but the offense needs to be as good as it was against the Cardinals consistently in order for this team to win.
Is your biggest – well, let me ask you this. What are your specific biggest defensive worries? Because I look at the game yesterday, and you had Michael Wilson with 15 catches for $185. You had Trey McBride, who's a stud, 10 catches, 115. So that would point to a secondary issue as well. But is there a poison pill in there that you go, oh God, as the season goes on, they are really screwed?
Yeah, 185 for Michael Wilson was the highest total by a receiver this season.
Man,
so,
wow!
Congratulations, Michael Wilson.
Yeah,
Yeah, to me, it's the defensive line. I mean, Jacoby Brissett dropped back 57 times, which is an incredibly high number. And in the second half, you knew for sure he was going to be throwing the ball because they were trailing by so much. The 49ers didn't sack him once. No sacks in that game, which is just astounding to me. They are very much on track to have their lowest sack output, since sacks started to be recorded as a stat. They've had several games where they've come away with zero sacks. So, it's no wonder that he was picking them apart. They weren't blitzing. They were keeping everything in front of them. So all of that accounts for the gaudy yards. But you would think in all of those dropbacks that they would have had more pressure than they did. So it starts there. Middle linebacker could be an issue moving forward because we're not quite sure what Tatum Bethune's ankle injury is. If it's a high ankle sprain, we probably won't see him until after the bye. So that means we won't see him until December, and in which case I think they're probably going to have to bring somebody in, maybe not to start, but to be a backup to Curtis Robinson, who, by the way, I thought played pretty well when he had to come in. So yeah, Robinson and D. Winters stood out to me as far as the defense, but that defensive line, it's in tatters right now, and there's really no recourse to improve it from here on out.
Matt, I was thinking about just the way the game started. Kickoff to the one, return to the other one, basically 98 yards by Sky Moore, and then handoff McCaffrey, touchdown. I mean, 15 seconds into the game, you're already leading, and now coaches maybe have scripts and game plans. It just, what a terrific tone to start the game when you're on the road and you've already established that early lead just a few seconds into the game.
Yeah, I mean, that might be how the 49ers do it. I mean, Kyle Shanahan's routine is to, if he wins the toss, he always defers because he loves that idea of scoring last in the first half and then first in the second half and, quote unquote, lapping the other team. But the dynamic of this team has changed. They need to get on top. And to your point, Jason, getting on top was, I thought, a big deal. Because I don't think that the 49ers can stop the run. When you get up 13-0, your opponent pretty much has to abandon it pretty quickly. The Cardinals didn't have James Conner. They had a platoon of very little known running backs. So maybe they weren't going to do much damage anyway. But, you got the Carolina Panthers coming in and Rico Dowdle. If you're a fantasy football player, you know that he's been very good this year. I think he was third in the NFL in rushing yards going into the season. I don't think it's going to be a mystery about how the Panthers attack the 49ers. They're going to try to run the ball. So, the best defense of that from the 49ers perspective is to score a lot of points and make sure that the Panthers can't hammer you to death with the running game, that they have to pass the ball and that it becomes a shootout. So that might be it's not the Shanahan script usually, but it might have to be the script this year.
Matt Barrows joining us. Okay, so based on what you just said, and I couldn't agree with you more about Carolina with Dowdle, and let's not forget they got Chuba Hubbard there too, maybe to spell him. But when we look at yesterday's game, 36 yards for Arizona, and 24 of those were from Bam Knight. The longest rush was 7 yards. Now, you made some points there. Is that Niner rush defense, or are you thinking more of they had a big lead and also Arizona stinks at rushing the ball?
Yeah, I think it's the latter.
Okay.
And they also did give up a 60-yard touchdown to Bam Knight that was called back.
True.
For a holding penalty that may or may not have been a holding penalty. But so, I mean, one play could have made a pretty big difference. I mean, that was early in the third quarter too. So they scored a touchdown there. I forget what they're behind. I think it's either a score or, like 10 points. So it's a bit different dynamic at that point. No, I wasn't choking. I was not choking. Don't get excited. Just had a little tickle in the throat.
I got you. Yeah. We're always on alert, though, Matt, but that's fine.
Matt Barrows joining us from The Athletic, of course, brought to you by Stockton Honda. So, yeah, Pearsall barely played, but he was back. We saw a great game from Kittle. What is there any update, Matt, on Ayuk?
No, there's no update on Ayuk other than John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan continue to say, and not with a lot of conviction, but they continue to say, yeah, I think we'll see him this season. The problem is that the season is rapidly disappearing. There's only 6 more games. You would think that once they open that practice window, they'll give him, the full 3 weeks to acclimate himself. I mean, he hasn't played since October 20. So I just don't know. Remember last year he had the holdout and then didn't practice at all in training camp, and it took him a while to kind of get up to speed and to get worked into the offense. And then when he finally did, he suffers the ACL injury. So it's hard to see him. If not playing, then it's hard to see him being, Brandon Ayuk, the number one wide receiver, the guy who's finishing with 150 receiving yards this season. Maybe if they get into the playoffs and he's had, a decent run up, maybe that happens. I mean, and they would love that. I mean, Pearsall and Ayuk are cut from the same cloth, and they've really never been able to get on the field together. I'm sure the 49ers, Brock Purdy, are looking forward to that. But, right now it's hard to see it happening anytime soon. And I don't know if it'll ever happen in full effect this season.
When you talk about Brock Purdy and you look at it yesterday, it was such a Brock Purdy-esque game. Like the Niners scored 41. Brock had 3 touchdowns, just 19 to 26, 200 yards. Oh, and 3 touchdowns, no picks. Very, very efficient across the board. It was good to have him back. Is there, how do I say this? Much like Christian McCaffrey, especially early on in the worry about the load on his ankles, on his Achilles, and some of those lower body issues, with this turf toe thing, which we have since learned is far worse than what it sounds like, is there a load management issue with Brock, or is he back and good to go until further notice? Or both?
In terms of snaps, I don't think there's any load management issues. You didn't see him running with the ball like you normally do. There was one scramble, and he looked good on the scramble. He was scrambling, towards the television camera, and then let go of a sort of an ill-advised pass that was almost picked off, in the red zone. But it did show that, his speed was there. He just didn't do it very often. And I do think that, that's a caution for him. That's how he got the injury originally, and that's how he exacerbated it on scrambles. And then he gets tackled at the end of the scramble, and the toe is pressed into the ground as he's being tackled, and that's what does it. And that actually happened on a sack by Josh Sweat. I mean, I was sort of thinking, oh, geez, that's the exact way that he can aggravate that toe, and it wasn't a problem on that play. But I did notice sort of a lack of that, and maybe that's, they're up by so much. Why put yourself at risk? If it was a tighter game and they needed a gritty, first down, and he saw an opening, would he go for it? Maybe. But I did think that was something to note in this game, that he wasn't running, scrambling, looking for yards with his feet like he normally is.
Matt, it feels like for the scope of the season to where they want to get to and they want to be a playoff team, you referenced it earlier, they've been in that win-loss mode. They get the win, and you look at those 4 weeks that you brought up, I mean, between the Panthers, the Browns, the bye, and then the Titans, how important does this stretch as far as the NFC playoff picture appear to you to be for this 49er team?
Yeah, it's extremely important. I mean, they've got an extra day this week, and this is a team that hasn't had its bye yet. So that extra day for them is like gold. They are relishing the one extra day off they have this week. I mean, So that just kind of shows you how desperate they are for a little bit of time to repair. The flip side of that, of course, is that then they have a short week to get ready to go on the road to Cleveland, which, could be bad weather. Brock Purdy did not have a good game the last time he was in Cleveland. It was raining. Yeah. My joke is that, you never want to get your Brock Purdy wet. It's like a leather coat. Just ruin it. Or gremlin. So that's all kind of in the future. But, if they can, and the Browns are not a good team. So even on the short week, even in bad weather, the 49ers should win that. So if they can win these next two and get to that bye, that bye is like an oasis for them. That they are just, they're not looking past the bye. They're absolutely looking forward to it and using it as the springboard for basically the month of December to get into the playoffs.
It's funny you say that. I feel like I can't even remember the last time the Niners beat the Browns. I feel like every time we play the Browns, we get our butts beat. And then I went and looked. Okay, they beat the Browns 31-3 in San Francisco in 2019. But funny enough, they have lost 5 of 7 to the Browns. Oh. They lost 5 of their last 7 to the Browns. And just for funsies, the Browns are 13-8 all time against the 49ers. Jason, the first game was Browns 34, Niners 14, November 12th, 1950.
Oh, I remember that one.
We just had, by the way, the 75th anniversary of that game. It was great. There was a parade, the whole thing. So we'll see, Matt. But Brock's back, so that's what matters, right?
Can you name me the Browns starter that beat them the last time they were in Cleveland? This was 2 years ago.
As a matter of
good trivia question.
Anonymous guy. Oh, I thought you meant in 1950 because I was going to say it was probably like Tungsten Arm O'Doyle or something.
I'm going to go with.
Oh, I think I know. Why am I?
Jason's looking it up. So
no, I'm not looking it up. I'm not looking it up. Dorian Thompson Robinson or Dorian.
Oh, Dorian. I know you're thinking.
Yeah,
okay.
UCLA.
And I want to guess. Is it either it's too late for Derek Anderson, I think. Was it Jacoby?
No, just 2 years ago. No.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'll say Derek Anderson.
Oh no, it's way too. That was a long time ago.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay, then Jacoby Brissett. I don't even know if he played for the Browns.
No, you're both wrong. I had to look it up myself. Gosh.
Oh wait, hold on.
Give me a second.
I'm gonna bring it up here. Hold on.
Bring it up. Player stats. Here we go.
Garoppolo was playing for us. This is
Philip Walker.
Philip Walker of the Ohio.
PJ Walker delivered an L to the 49ers. And this was their Super Bowl season, too.
Wow, yeah.
So my point is that if PJ Walker can beat you, then I don't even know if it's going to be.
Everyone can.
Yeah, Gabriel or Sanders.
He had a concussion on Sunday.
Oh my goodness, you're right. I was looking at the 2019 year. My bad. No, Jordan Mason with an 8-yard run, a Jake Moody kick. Then you had Kareem Hunt in the second quarter with a 16-yard run. And look, Christian McCaffrey getting the Niners on the board 7-0. It was going to be a big. Gotta remember that game. It was all rainy and crappy and lame and cold.
Yeah, it was not a great Jake Moody game.
No, it wasn't. All right, Matt. Matt Barrows is your senior 49ers writer. I don't know if there's a junior one for The Athletic. He's the guy that runs the show. Nobody covers the team better than our friend Matthew Barrows. Thank you, brother. We'll talk to you next Monday.
All right. Talk to you next Monday.
All right.
Thank you.
That's Virginia's Matt Barrows.
Yes. Good trivia.
We'll take a break. When we come back, What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. And we've got not that's written on there, I don't think, right? We just have one with What's on Deck. No? Wait, Celebrity Birthdays is in the next, right?
No, that's the wrong. But the other part's there.
The What's on Deck, and then, it says Kings T-Wolves and Kings Spurs.
Oh, the recap of 3 in the Key.
Oh.
That's not correctly written. Sorry.
No, I got it. No, yeah. I'm stupid
Ron
again.
Burgundy.
No, you're right. I burgundied that. And then I don't know what the commercial is set up, but I'm really curious.
I got it for you.
You got it?
Uh-huh.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Black Friday deals are here at the Roseville Auto Mall. Drive away in a great vehicle at the best deal during our Black Friday sales event. 20 top brands and thousands of vehicles in stock daily with savings as big as the selection. The Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's Monday. Wet and breezy start to the day expected. We will see these rain showers ease up in intensity a bit as we head through late morning to early afternoon, with the occasional shower this afternoon and maybe an isolated thunderstorm. Temperatures today expected in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
This is Matt Rogers from Las Culturistas with Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. Get ready for your next TV obsession, All's Fair. Starring Kim Kardashian, Naomi Watts, Niecy Nash-Betts, Teyana Taylor, with Sarah Paulson and Glenn Close. A team of fierce female divorce attorneys leave a male-dominated firm to start their own. Filled with scandalous secrets and shifting allegiances, both in the courtroom and within their own ranks, these ladies know that lawyers are a girl's best friend. Don't miss All's Fair, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
There's no championship league for small business owners, but if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation. One-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. Sign up for free at lenovo.com/pro.
Lenovo.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
At Bank of America, we asked our teammates, what makes this company a great place to work?
There's very little that you can't accomplish working for Bank of America.
If you prove yourself, you can try over in a totally new way.
You can learn so much here. You're the owner of your career.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Hey, it's time for What's on Deck. We're going to run out of music.
I have a fun thing to share with you.
Okay.
Got a text during the break from a mutual friend of ours. I'll give you a hint. In France, he would be known as Monsieur Sign Lady.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I need more of a hint.
Mr. Sign Lady.
Yes.
Was listening, I think. He and Sign Lady were listening earlier when I was saying I wish.
Shout out to Nico.
Shout out to Nico. Shout out to Barb, Hall of Famer.
They're faithful listeners, from what I hear.
I love that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love that. I think I still have. I know I have it. I think they gave it to me. My memory is so terrible. But she made me a got brownie sign once, and I swear to God, it's one of my most prized things.
Sure, absolutely,
ever.
Should be.
So we were talking earlier, and I said, I don't know how she handles tough years and losses. I promise you, it's better than I do.
Yeah.
And I wish I could be injected with some of that serum of calm and positivity.
Sign Lady Serum.
Sign Lady Serum, SLS. Nico writes, Barb wants you to know, by the way, my mom's named Barb too. So Barb wants you to know that you pretty much nailed your speculation about how she deals with a challenging season. She remains positive, and she believes in Coach Christie and the players and looks forward to the next game. Instead of breaking signs over her knee, LOL, we continue to brainstorm new positive sign ideas. And the little smiley face with some little red cheeks.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
If I was sign guy, the signs would progressively go down into a spiral. I'd come to the games. It would start out with I believe Kings this year, something positive, whatever. By now, my next one would be got points.
Yeah, no, it'd be a picture of a tank. You'd have a helmet,
yes.
The tank commander.
Yes, a W with a circle and a red slash through it, Nothing profane. I wouldn't do that. There's kids there. But it'd be I gave up playing video games for this, that kind of thing.
You remember, this is old school reference on radio, but remember sports graffiti at all when Brian Wheeler, the late great Brian Wheeler, would do it? So it's a version of Shot Clock.
I was going to say it's the spiritual predecessor to Shot Clock.
Yeah, the difference is Shot Clock, the Coast had, it basically gave you 24 seconds to say what you want. Wheels, in sports graffiti, you had one sentence. So sometimes there would be a phrase that would end, and you're like a cliffhanger. And you get about 9 calls later, and then there's
someone
the punchline.
Pick it up.
Yeah, so the one time I remember in sports graffiti, so again, keep in mind, this is probably 1997, 8-ish. There was someone that, sports graffiti, one question or one sentence only is what Wheels would say.
Right.
And the person on the other end of the line says, "Why don't the Kings have their own website?" And then that's it. So you hang up next, calls I love cheese, whatever. You don't know what you're going to get for the next.
Right.
And then because, so 10 calls later, because they can't put 3 W's together.
Oh, no.
And so what was so great was you don't know what. I was what was the answer to that? And then it's 10 calls later, and it's there's the punchline.
That's the punchline.
It was kind of funny.
That is actually really funny and timely back with the WWW.
Back then, it was new to everybody. And yeah. It's why don't they have their own website? Wait, they have their own website? I think they have their own website. This was, again, forever ago.
I've thought about, shout out to Coase and Subblock 1140. I've toyed with the idea of, it might be fun to bring back the Shot Clock.
Mm-hmm.
The old
also dangerous
jump around bed and all that. But yes, I don't know if we can trust our 2020. Because back in, the mid to early 2000s, you could say a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and people were usually pretty good. I mean, every once in a while you get something, you're oh, can't say that.
Can't say that. Yeah, I think if people understood.
They went for the creative route or the funny route, and that's fine. That's what we would appreciate.
That would be interesting. Also, do enough people call anymore? Yeah. All right, what's on deck? Raider fan. Cowboys at Raiders. We said last week we think about 80% of Allegiant will be Cowboy fan.
Yes.
We shall see. You also have the Clippers at the Sixers, Mavs at Timberwolves, Thunder Pelicans, and the Bulls at the Nuggets. Always fun when Oklahoma City visits Denver because then you have the Thunder Nuggets.
Yes.
Which is my favorite.
There you go. Hey, let me tell you, Dave, right now it is 9:36. And we're brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
Yeah. Love it.
There you go.
Made a song.
Yes.
Light the world, make it a better place for you and for me and your face.
Yeah.
Light the world.
Light it up.
Light it up. 4 minutes left in the segment, Jason.
Yeah, but we have to recap 3 in the key.
Let's do it right meow. This is, oh yeah. Kings started to go to Minnesota hoping that they would get a win. But unfortunately, they didn't. They only played a couple of quarters and they sucked.
Okay.
That's not my best effort.
No, but hey, think about it with the Spurs coming up next. We asked on Friday who would be the Kings' high scorer.
Yes.
Dave, you said Levine for 24. I said Sabonis, 21. Kyle, who was in on Friday, said DeRozan, 26.
Yes.
It was Sabonis with a season-high 34.
Hey.
So I had Sabonis, not as many points, though. Wow. We asked for the Kings' largest lead and the Timberwolves' largest lead. Dave, you said it'd be 4 for the Kings, 24 for the T-Wolves. I said 6 for the Kings, 17 for the T-Wolves. Kyle said 10 and 14, and it was 7 and 19. So it's pretty close. Then you said your random stat, the Kings would have yet another different starting lineup. Check. You got it.
Got it.
I said Ant-Man would go for 40+. He had 30.
Right.
And Kyle said out of the humor of it, it'd be funny because Zach LaVine had said, it's like asking Rudy Gobert to go for 30. He's going to go for 30. He had 11.
That's not, it's not 10.
That's not. All right, so that's one game, but there was a second game. Let's cue it up
God.
again.
Kings went to Texas to face an old friend named De'Aaron Fox. Hopefully they would win the game, but they didn't because our offense just sucks rocks.
I thought you were going to say socks.
Oh, sucks socks?
Or just socks.
Or socks. No, sucks rocks.
All right, we asked the De'Aaron Fox points and assists. Davey said 34 and 8. I said 28 and 6. Kyle said 24 and 10. He had 28 and 11. We're all pretty close.
All pretty close.
Next up, we asked for Kings blocks versus Wemby blocks. Well,
Kings won.
You said 5-5. I said 4-6. Kyle said 6 and 16 for Wemby.
Kyle had 16 blocks for Wemby.
It was 3-0.
Well, hey, that's a W for the Sacramento Kings.
And then your random stat, you said Fox would get his most points as a Spur. So he scored 28. I'm like, that can't be. Well, it was his most this season. It's actually the third most he's ever scored as a Spur.
Look at that.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty darn
I was
good.
like, he's had a bunch. No,
A
he had like a
bunch.
32 and a 33, and this 28 was his third best.
He's more of a sharing fox than a caring fox over there.
And I said Westbrook will get a triple-double. 14, 9, and 7, wrong game. He got it against the...
so close.
You see him get the last rebound
I did.
with
Did
no
you
time left?
Did you see him talking garbage about it? Who was it on the Timberwolves? Oh, I forget who it was. Someone will remember, but it was like, yo, man, you just gave him his triple-double. That's what, they were making fun of the fact that he got it at the very end.
And Kyle was that there would be a 20-point game plus for Harrison Barnes. Well, he had 20. I think he deserves credit for that.
You know what? We'll
allow it.
Kyle brought in donuts. Oh, yeah.
Smelled like they were just made.
Can you smell what Kyle is cooking? We'll take a break. When we come back, Crosstalk with Alan Styles and celebrity birthdays and golly gee, so much more right here on the Sactown Sports.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home of the 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Cal Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top-tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30-gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Born in 1892 to a socially prominent family, she was the consummate athlete, proficient in golf, tennis, marksmanship, swimming, and car racing. Many considered her the greatest horsewoman of the century. She was a pioneer in the field of golf course development with 3 world-class courses on her resume: the Women's National Golf and Tennis Club, Cypress Point, and Pasatiempo. Working for SFB Morse of Pebble Beach fame led to her second golf course development, which many consider to be the greatest golf course in the world, Cypress Point, where she developed a lifelong friendship and professional relationship with famed architect Alistair McKenzie. Pasatiempo in Santa Cruz was her third development, where she hosted the likes of Bobby Jones, Will Rogers, Babe Saharias, and more. Today, her place is alongside many others in the World Golf Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Marion Hollins, a visionary golf course architect and pioneer of the game. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
here's Carmichael Dave.
One. Riles hit 10,000. I was at the game.
Riles did hit 10,000. Name escape.
Let's just put it this way. It's one of the, now remember the time period. This is not
had that night out. That was fun. On Friday.
Oh, yeah, the concert.
The concert was good.
Was that the Ty Dolla $ign? Mm-hmm. If you love me 3 times, I'm a wifer.
Oh, wait. Somebody was on the text line and I think figured out what was going on with you. I think you were confusing G-Eazy with Young Jeezy.
How so?
Because you kept saying Jeezy.
Instead of G-Eazy. And I was
Jeezy is a different
They're probably
rapper.
right.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said that. I said that's exactly
the J
what
was pronounced like I thought it was Young Heezy.
Yager.
Jeremy Yeezy.
In the Heezy.
Maybe it's Jan?
Mm-hmm.
Stenerud? Lakovich? Or Jan Michael Vincent, star of Airwolf.
Yeah.
Did you partake in any of the gambling festivities out there?
Whatever I can say on the air, let's just say
1-800-GAMBLER.
Hot, baby.
Oh, he's a leader.
Look.
Hypothetically speaking, what game would you partake in if you were going to?
You know I love the numbers. You know I love the numbers.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Number 2, my number 2 kid.
Oh, Rowlett.
Her birthday hit. Number 1, her birthday hit. Because her birthday is Jordan. So everybody plays Jordan. Hypothetically. So I saw them. I was watching the numbers. That's all. I saw them come up. And I thought, wow.
Please tell me you played 3.
No.
Damn it.
I don't have any connection to 3.
Yeah,
and hypothetically, it never comes up.
Well, it's time for celebrity birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey. You gonna go watch Ty Dolla $ign? Does he actually spell out Ty Dolla with an A
I've
and
seen
sign,
both.
or is it just Ty and the dollar sign?
I've seen both, because then sometimes the sign is a dollar sign.
That'd be funny if it was just like a tie and then a doll like you wear with a suit.
That'd be a good game on a game show.
Mm-hmm. I'll bet you
Name this artist.
You could do an emoji. I'll bet you there's a tie emoji, and I know there's a dollar sign emoji.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Good times.
And G-Eazy.
There you go.
G-Eazy.
We didn't even see him.
What?
He was playing, but we were in the lines were not great.
I'm a wife.
That's a great place, though.
Yeah, it is a great place. The venue. A great venue.
Hey, Jason.
On this day, in what year? Because 007, James Bond fans? No? Yeah, maybe?
Is that the one with Hallie?
Yeah, don't dislike
Not this one, but Casino Royale.
That's a little later. After.
Speaking of casinos.
Yeah.
And Royales.
Hypothetically.
It's the first Craig.
Yeah, 2007.
Great opening scene.
Great opening scene.
06.
I think he's right. I want to say 06 too.
We have a correct answer. This is Anthony and Alan,
Wow.
2006.
Bang, bang.
It's so much more difficult when you have to go first, by the way.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, because then you have to get in the. I can just piggyback off of you guys.
Oh, you can piggy
back.
Ribs. Rachel McAdams.
What do you want?
Do you know?
Yes.
That's a good hint. Let's see.
This for the audience. I know what it is.
Yeah, but I'll just to let everybody know, like The Notebook, Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Game Night.
Right. She's 42.
I feel like all these actors are around that age. I'm going to say 40.
45.
Anthony's closest, 47.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Happy birthday to Dan DeVito, or does he go by Danny?
Daniel.
The guy
Daniel.
from Jersey Mike's?
Yes, Jersey Mike's.
Danny
DeVito.
Philadelphia.
I guess so.
I'm so sick
Taxi.
of those commercials.
You know who he's married to, right?
No.
Rhea Perlman. I think there's
He's twins with Arnold.
He is.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Danny DeVito's 81.
No way.
No way.
He was not the way he was
in
jumping
Taxi.
on tables.
Yeah.
He was in Taxi.
Yeah, he was.
Which means he was probably 22 when he was
72.
73.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Carmichael Dave, 81 for Danny DeVito.
Thank you.
Why is he doing those commercials?
Thank you. Because he's a crazy superstar.
Because he's a sub above.
He's
a mobile man.
He's a physical
The
specimen.
juice. The juice.
He'll have it Mike's way.
What do you think Danny DeVito? Never mind.
The juice.
Happy birthday to RuPaul.
RuPaul. Yeah, God, RuPaul's been around for a while. 58.
60.
59.
Alan's close to 65.
Wow.
Happy birthday to
Ru?
Martin Scorsese.
Yeah!
Some call him Marty.
Loved him in Tenet.
83? Stupid. He's got some eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're like caterpillars.
I don't feel comfortable. What did Dave say?
83 is what Dave said.
Is he still doing it?
He is.
It's personal.
80.
I want to know.
84.
We have a correct answer. It goes to Carmichael Dave, 83. Dave, you know your octogenarian.
That's one in a row.
Yes, well done.
Happy birthday to, I think he was an MVP? Yeah, I'll say it with confidence. Ryan Braun.
Yeah, you did all them steroids, I thought.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Ryan Braun.
They didn't hit all those home runs.
No.
Beautiful swing.
You know what his middle name is, by the way? This is a weird piece of trivia. His middle name is La. So crazy. Ryan La Braun is
James
40.
Oh, he's stopping
40.
there.
He's 40.
I didn't feel like he played for super long, but there's no way he's only 40. 42.
44.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Alan Stiles, 42. You know your baseball
He
players.
knows his
He's the
baseball.
hit doctor. Happy birthday. Here's another baseball player, Mitch Williams. Call him the
Wild Thing.
Wild Thing.
Watched Joe Carter go bye-bye.
Yeah. Good boy now.
Mitch Williams is 58.
Hard
61.
throwing lefty.
Yeah.
Also, Will Clark
63.
took for a double. NLCS.
We have another correct answer, and it goes to Alan Stiles.
Baseball.
2 in a row. All right, let's see if he knows football wide receivers. Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne.
Out of Miami.
Out of Miami.
I'm clearing the road. Isn't this going to be for 3 in a row? Or
Yeah, but it's 4 is the magic.
Reggie
2
Wayne
is not that impressive.
Reggie Wayne's 49.
Yeah, we were around there. 52.
48.
Anthony's closest, 47 for Reggie Wayne.
Oh, Dave.
Happy
too
birthday to Lorne Michaels, Saturday Night Live.
This is going to be...
By the way, after I watched that Eddie Murphy doc, I went to Peacock and I watched the Eddie Murphy SNL, the Christmas one. It's so good,
Yeah.
dude. It holds up so well. Lauren is 81. You still haven't seen that Saturday Night movie yet either.
I have not.
Shame on you.
Shame on me. Shame.
You're not going to like
Shameful
this.
performance.
83.
Bump your booty out there, brother.
I was going to go 83 as well. I'm going to go 84.
Okay, we have a correct answer. It goes to Carmichael Dave, who knows his octogenarians.
That is 3 octogenarians.
All right, last one on the list. Are they an octogenarian or not? I don't know. Former coach at Syracuse, Jim Boeheim.
Jim Boeheim is 82. Hey.
83.
81.
We have a correct answer.
It's not me.
Anthony Lucas.
Oh.
Correct answer.
Anthony Lucas.
Turning 81 today. Danny DeVito, Lorne Michaels, and Jim Boeheim.
Wow.
Jim Boeheim.
Wow.
What's his kid's name? Scooter?
No, something
Buddy.
with B is
Buddy
Yeah,
Boeheim.
he's done.
Alan, you got 10 seconds.
Basketball, football.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown, 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his